right, welcome everyone to Adventures on Tap's Twitch stream, where we're playing Phandelver Below, the Shattered Obelisk. This is our weekly Wednesday game. We are on, I think, we're on session 24, so there's 23 other episodes. If you're joining in, welcome. We do have those archived there at the in the link tree below on our YouTube channel. So go ahead and check those out if you'd like. I'll also give a quick little synopsis of what happened last session. But in general, if you're not familiar with us, we're a Central Florida organization that does tabletop role playing games in breweries to support charity. So we drink local, play local, and support local. And we're wading the waters of Twitch. So this is not the only game we do. Check out our other streams as well. We do like to showcase other tabletop role playing systems. But tonight and for every Wednesday night for the good amount of future. It's going to be D&D 5e. But in general, we are, as mentioned, a charitable organization where we are supporting specifically Child's Play for our Twitch streams. You can donate at any point at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. If you do so, it does interact with our game. We will, of course, give you a cheers as well. So definitely consider donating to them. We're specifically supporting the Central Florida chapter of Child's Play. But all in all, great organization that gamifies recovery for children. But in general, we're going to go around just before we dive in and ask everybody who they're playing, who they are, and what they are drinking tonight. I have yet to open the stream, so whoever's on the far left side of the screen of the virtual table, go ahead and.
It's me. All right, so I'm Garrett, and tonight I'll be playing Nib Farkle, the Goblin Blood Hunter, and I am drinking the last little bit of Hyalai I have left from last week.
And I am Ken, and I will be playing the Shatterkai monk Tregal Evelev. And tonight I am drinking the Masquerade. It is a blonde stout from Ivanhoe Park Brewing. It's inspired by Mardi Gras, has hints of vanilla and cinnamon. It's quite tasty, and as you can see, it is not the dark color of a normal stout.
Hello, my name is Chris, and I am playing Ragnar, the human barbarian. And tonight I am drinking a cherry cheesecake mead that I made.
Good evening. I'm Ferg. I'm playing Barry, the Turtle Druid, and I am drinking some more of the Space Cowboy from Crooked Can Brewing over in Winter Garden.
And hello, I am Kyle, and I'm playing Sky, a Wood Elf Ranger, and I will be drinking the Nefarious Nebula's Hefeweizen from Deviant Wolf down in Sanford.
And I am Joe. I'll be our DM for tonight. And for this Wednesday series, I am just drinking Orange Blossom Pilsner from Orange Blossom Brewing Company. It's a great Pilsner with brewed with orange blossom honey. It's as floors I feel like you can get. Unfortunately, I threw out the can already, so I don't have the can to show. But very good, very good. So before we get started, at every single one of our events, we like to do a cheers beforehand as we get into whatever adventure or nerdy stuff we're getting into. So at the count of three, go ahead and grab a drink, whether it be water, milk, beer, liquor, who knows?
Milk.
Just grab it. Hey,
Milk?
some people like milk. But at the count of three, say to adventure with us. So 3, 2, 1.
To
adventure. I low-key have milk, and I was just testing the waters to see.
So, Joe, are you drinking a mead?
No, it's a
You say it was
pilsner.
brewed
Nah,
with
it's
honey?
a pilsner that they the majority of the fermentable is the traditional beer stuff, you know, all that jazz, and then they put some honey in there as well to give it some more fermentables and give it that honey taste.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's interesting because it tastes like beer, and then like the app, like the I don't know, overarching flavor does taste like honey. It's
That's
nuts.
just the regular orange blossom pills,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
yet
that
to,
stuff is
for
super
some
good.
reason, be able to. I've had it before, but there's like OBP squared, and I guess it's like a higher
Yeah,
ABV, and likely because of the
Sold.
higher ABV, I'm guessing more honey. But I haven't had it in a long
that's
time.
like if you had like a upscale drinkable beer, it would be LBP. Like it's not bottom of the barrel Bud Light, Miller Light, but
Apps.
it's still smooth. It's got a nice honey taste. It's super easy to drink.
Oh yeah,
I
And
love it.
easily widely available.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Find it in pretty much any
That's
Publix in the
why I
area.
basically have it a majority
Hmm.
of the time if I don't have water or Michelob Ultra or something
Milk.
stupid like that. Yeah, or milk.
Yeah. No.
All right. So
A White
just to
Russian.
quickly summarize, excuse me, what we did last session is the party journeying north. They found the abandoned village of Conyberry burnt to the ground. Not a living soul in sight. Following the main road led deeper into the forest behind the town towards uncertain darkness that had an ounce of light drawing the party closer. Will-o-wisps blinked into and out of view as a shabby hut held the banshee they sought. Calmed by the jeweled comb, her connection to her past released her soul from this plane of existence after she had answered the question regarding the whereabouts of Bowgentle's spellbook. Still feeling unease, wights burst from the ground as will-o-wisp burned bright and attacked. Struggling but ultimately successful, the party limped from the forest with the goal of returning to Phandalin once more.
Hey, real
So
quick, I just want to mention that Bad Wolf Forge just resubbed for 5 months in a row. So cheers to you, Bad Wolf.
sweet.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. All right, so I brought you to the main map because in general it sounded like we were wanting to head back home. What are y'all trying to do? So in this area, you basically tackle Wyvern
Okay.
Tor, Old Owl Well, Conyberry, and well,
We
Conyberry and
took a
Agatha's
we
lair
took
about
a
the same.
long rest after dealing with the banshee and the undead, correct?
I would have definitely requested one since I'm down pretty low.
Okay. Oh, when everybody rouses from the long rest, Trigal, of course, needs the 4-hour meditation as an elf. Um, he is studying the journal that we found from Agatha. And he says, "Friends, I have news from Agatha's journal. There are some important details that we should keep in mind. First of all, she clarifies in her journal her connection to the spellbook of Bowgentle. She passed it off to an Ardeep scholar named Cernoth that she told us about last week, who specializes in necromancy. Now, we do not know, I do not know whether this Cernoth yet lives, but that's who may possess the spellbook now. Also, she mentioned the combs, the silver comb we returned to her. It was one of a pair. She had apparently given its twin to her younger sister. I presume that that is who this Myra is that she spoke of. She does not specify whether it's a sister, but I think it must be. And finally, she confirms a rumor that we have heard about. There indeed is a dragon about. A
Called it.
green dragon that 100 years ago massacred her family, including her beloved sister.
Did she say they had it
And
coming or not?
she did not She did not see it coming. She had fallen in love with a human who called himself Gwynforth. And this Gwynforth turned out to be apparently an agent of the dragon that led it to this city or this village to destroy her family. And her final entry in her journal swears revenge. Now, I don't know whether she ever got that revenge, but it does confirm that a green dragon and its kobold minions were responsible for the destruction of Conyberry.
Oh
Who
my god.
was the necromancer that she mentioned?
Zernoth,
That
the
is,
same name that she told us.
does anyone remember the name of the guy we killed? It wasn't
It-
Cernoff, right?
He was under orders from Cernoth.
Gotcha. I was just hoping, we took care of the problem before we realized
Yeah.
it was a problem, but apparently not. So,
No,
all right.
I'm sorry. I mean, the only
There's
one looking
grander
at this,
schemes happening here.
we might get to kill a dragon.
You might get to try and kill a dragon.
No,
well, this
we
this
will.
dragon
I thought we trained dragons. not
is
killed
at
them.
least 100 years old if it still lives, because it killed Agatha and her family, or it killed Agatha's family 100 years ago.
Well, if it's over 100 years old, it's got to be an old crone, That thing's got no legs to stand on. We could probably swoop it and kill that thing, no problem.
Oh,
100
I
years is
do
short
not
time
believe
for a
so.
dragon.
Oh.
I believe dragons are very long-lived. I do not know, Sky. You may know more than I do, but I know they live many centuries. I do not know how long
Yes.
What is? Wait, what's a century? Like the
they live.
guards?
100 years.
Oh, they live many of those.
They live many of those.
Oh, if I get to 100, I'll cripple over and die.
Yeah, they get
Yes,
to 100 and then they're now like an
They get
adult.
larger
Yeah.
and larger
Yeah, that's
and
an adult,
meaner
bro.
and nastier. I
So-
believe that they develop toothaches,
If it's in
and the
the
more
They
their
age
teeth
like
hurt,
wine.
the more angry they become.
I don't know much about green dragons, but I do know that they are some of the most fearsome creatures of the land.
She
They stake claim
says
to a region. That is their lair, their home.
well,
she
if he's here,
said
then
that-
why haven't we seen one?
Be asleep.
it
Yeah, maybe he's
apparently
old and
does not
smart
live
then.
here.
If he lives for a long time, then he probably knows to stay away, or else people are going to try and kill him every week.
But if he's that strong, could he not just kill everybody?
Yeah, but don't you think it would get monotonous if you were attacked by squirrels every single day?
Yeah, so you go destroy the home that they live in, so they can't attack you anymore.
Yeah, but
That sounds like what he
Well,
did.
yeah, he
But
did.
most,
And now
but
he's
most
just
doing it
chill.
now.
it's his own home.
Well, no, because no one's messing with him,
Exactly.
So let's throw a stick at him.
so he
So
can
you
burn
want
down
to
our
be
home.
peaceful?
Yes.
All right, well, we'll burn that bridge when we get there.
I think
But
the
we burn
dragon
the
will burn the
bridge.
bridge first.
And
Yeah, I think the dragon would do that.
It can fly. The bridge analogy doesn't work other than for the metaphor it is.
What? You're saying words that I don't know, so I'm just kind of.
There's a lot of words you don't know.
There is.
DM, is this journal written in Elvish or is it written in Common?
That's a good point. I would say
Ethereal.
reasonably, yeah, it would be in Elvish, which
Elvish, okay. Yeah, I read Elvish, and I'm sure that Sky reads Elvish. Does everybody else read Elvish?
I can read Elvish.
Okay,
I was about to say,
Then,
right,
Joe, I don't mind if you want to set this thing so that it can be shared with everybody. That anybody, so as we're traveling, I would
Right.
happily pass it around to other people. Let them. read it.
I'm good with the cliff notes. I'm
Show
not really
and
absorbing any of
tell?
this.
yes.
I'm
I
not
still
gonna
don't
lie.
remember Sally's real name.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to read at all. Like
That's okay.
that is
Sildar?
just something that is so far.
Okay.
That one got me.
So it's at least in Sky's
Okay.
journal, unless somebody else wants it as well.
Couldn't
I can read
comprehend.
it.
If you want to transpose it to Goblin, I can read that.
I don't think I have Goblin, so I couldn't.
That's
do it.
fine. So are we going back back home so Trigal can look real good in front of his girl?
Well, I definitely have questions for her.
Yeah, where's our next stop? Like besides back home, where are we going after that?
Well, we need to figure out from
We'll
the
get a new
dwarf.
MacGuffin when we get there.
Well, if we can find more information on the mine, that may be
Yes.
the
Yeah,
best.
I mean,
No.
by the looks of this map, our options are back to Cragmaw hideout and kill those guys that killed the last guy, or over to Neverwinter or over to Phandalin. Everything else we've dealt with.
Yes.
I mean,
Or-
Cragmaw
or-
Castle looks like it's on the way. No.
Yeah, but
Well,
didn't
we've
we already
already been to Crackmall.
Yeah, we messed up
Oh.
those guys. That's where we
But
found
you
that
mentioned it
orb,
again.
isn't it? Oh no, we found it in
Nice.
Old Owl Well.
I got
Yes.
excited.
No, I didn't
We
mention Cragmaw.
could. I don't think it would be in our best interest, but Myrna was sending us to that town that she believes a green dragon was in. The one that.
She didn't put it on her map, so I got no
That
idea what she's
one.
talking about.
She said it was north of.
Yeah, I
Phandalin.
think that's a GM error.
No, I don't think we knew the exact location. We just knew it was north of Phandalin in the forest.
Well,
in the forest.
Yeah, it
Like,
wasn't
the
meant to
entire
be a
forest.
But we didn't know where in the forest.
No, you said north of the forest.
Oh, Thunder Tree.
Oh no.
Oh,
yeah.
look, there it is.
my
It
God,
just
our map is
magically appeared.
magical.
Oh, is that? Oh, sorry. We had catch up on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was like some food
It's
residue on
honestly
it.
more likely it's blood. I gotta level with you here, bud.
Yeah.
All right,
Is it?
so I say we head to Phandalin, check in with
Yes, that's
Sally, make sure my kid didn't burn down the place.
Sildar.
Talk to Trigal's girlfriend.
Ooh,
Check
see
in.
if our
Tyrion.
store got any more sacks.
There you go. Get some more
Arthur's
sacks. Refill
provisions.
on, some potions since I did drink mine,
Yes.
and then we can see if Sally's got anything new on anything that we should check
Zelda.
out before we head to Thunder Tree.
Oh, it seems that I misread this a little bit. This human lover of hers, this Gwynforth, apparently led the dragon to Agatha's family's
Compound.
homestead,
Hmm.
a place where they had a well called a moon well, and the dragon attacked them there, and then Agatha followed Gwynforth to Conyberry to try to seek her revenge there.
Oh well, there were ruins at Old Owl Well, so that's probably where her house used to be.
That may well be. That sounds
Well.
like that might be the spot.
Well, then she clearly knows something about this orb. If only we had figured that out before we sent her abomination self back to Kellenvor.
Well, if it is Kellenvor's will, he will reveal to us through signs and portents what we need to know.
Okay.
Like a
I
physical sign that
suggest-
just says,
I
"This is what you
suggest,
need to do."
Nif, that before you eat any flesh that you have slain, that you pull the entrails out and you read them to see what signs they tell us.
This sounds legit. I'm in. Are we near anything?
We're somewhere on the Tribor Trail, I presume.
Yeah, is there like a squirrel
Yeah,
or
we
something
would
nearby?
probably
It would be
Oh,
here.
Oh.
Is there some sort of creature nearby? Forest
Are
creature?
you all traveling towards Phandalin?
Yeah.
Like, are you
No,
saying
yeah.
is there a random encounter?
No, I'm asking if there's a forest creature I can kill, eat, and read its entrails.
Sure, I think that's reasonable that you would come across a forest creature.
Wait, I could just talk to it.
17.
38.
You're trying to.
I'm shooting it out of wherever it is. What is it? Is it a squirrel? Is it a raccoon?
Let's
I
roll it.
can forage for some berries if you wish.
Nope. Business on the mind. Gotta figure out what these undead abominations are doing.
Let's just say you come across a badger.
A badger! Alright, yeah, so 17 to hit.
Sure.
Oh, now you just made it mad.
That hits.
So that is a 6 damage to it.
I mean,
Go ahead, pull up a badger table. You did this.
yeah, I did do this.
No,
It's
actually,
25.
technically Ken did this.
But you did hit it.
We could have just found some
did kill it.
already dead.
Ah, yeah! I'm gonna go over immediately, cut off both its back legs, put them in my bag, and then slice open its belly and spread it and like tip it over and dump its entrails on the ground. I'd like to read them.
What are you
Veins
trying to
full of
do here? I
potential.
guess I missed whatever comment.
Trying to ordain any messages Kelemvor has for us.
Okay. So you slice the badger's
Guts open,
torso
and I
open,
tip him up,
guts fall
and
to
I'm
the
gonna have
ground.
all of his entrails fall on the ground.
I'm gonna walk
And-
up to Dragal while he's doing this, but you're just messing with him, aren't you?
Well, some shamans and holy people are able to read messages from the gods in tea leaves and the entrails of dead animals.
And to be clear, I'm trying to gain information on these undead abominations that we are dealing with, specifically that guy that was mentioned in the book or the journal or whatever.
Cernoth.
Yeah, him and his dealings with the undead.
Yeah, I mean, you just see the entrails fall to the ground. There doesn't seem to be any meaningful symbols that you glean from it.
Like, I don't even make a roll. Man,
I mean, maybe if Trigal was, or your
Okay,
goblin
I
cannon.
will go over and look over his shoulder and make a religion check.
all right,
to
I'm at
see-
least assisting then.
Or should I make a religion check? What check should I?
I was gonna do religion since I have advantage when it comes to undead.
You guys are gonna ask for a Constitution saving throw here in a second.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what the hell is going on here. So you're trying to glean from the entrails based off something Trigal told you about his shamans being able to read entrails
Correct.
of what, scrying?
So, yeah, scrying what's
Or-
going on, where we should be going, any sort of message that Kelemvor will send me through the falling of the entrails into a certain position. You then interpret that and gain information from the ether or whatever.
Okay. What led to this is he said, or Nif said, we should have asked Agatha about the Cernoth and his, and his connection to undead before we sent her to Kelemvor. And I said that Kelemvor may send us signs and portents.
And then he told me
And-
how to gain
and then-
signs and portents.
And then I mentioned before you eat the flesh of a creature, read its entrails to see if you can glean anything from.
And
from
so this
Kelemvor.
moment right here will determine whether that's a path I go down or not. Because I
So
will
he-
continue doing this to everyone if I get any sort of sign.
See this sign.
Ragnar just walks up to Barry. This is why I don't trust gods. This is weird, man. Even for me.
Well,
Sure.
there's other ways to go about it, bro.
I mean,
Here, take this.
Could
go ahead and
canoe
roll a
feed it?
religion check with. I'm not gonna say
Disadvantage.
advantage.
Many
Yeah.
Well,
could have
I'm
come.
trying to glean information about undead, so I would have advantage anyway.
Okay. The point is, your character has no ability to do this, so I'm giving you. I'm throwing you a
You're
bone by
nullifying it.
allowing Tregal to, because
No. This is my
shamans may have taught him something.
this is my hill to die on. So I will
The
roll.
green dragon
with
is about to
normal.
attack us now.
Yeah,
Come on, yes, 19.
it's really good. But you still just, I don't know. You glance at this pile of entrails, and it makes the shape of maybe it could be a bear, maybe a castle, maybe you can't quite discern if there's any symbols.
I'm gonna turn
Bear.
and look at Sky because your bear must lead us to the castle where we will find these undead abominations.
My bear is back at Phandalin right now.
That's where we're going. We need to get the bear. We need the bear. The entrails say, Almighty
Then
Kellamvor,
let's-
thank you for
let's
your
return.
message. Kellamvor says the bear will lead us to the castle where we will find the undead abominations. So you gotta get rid of that useless otter, get the bear, and then we go.
Did
But the otter is so cute, bro. He just like twirls
Bathe the
around.
badger's soul, return once more to the forest.
do you guys think that?
And I
Nif
walk
got
away.
hit- You guys think that Nif got hit a little too hard in that last fight?
I got hit a lot, I gotta be honest with you. I did a lot of it myself too.
All right. So do you all continue towards
Yes.
Phandalin?
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this was while we were walking.
So after a couple days travel, ever so often you peer, you bring out the quiver, Sky, to
Mhm.
see that the direction slightly changes. It starts tipping. It's pointing from where you started southwest, and it's
Mhm.
starting to become almost a direct west the closer you get to this area here on the map. So about a couple days journey, you're at this point. It's now full west. Do you all continue, or do you say anything?
Right here, it's full west.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna say a stupid idea. We want to search for more information.
Yes.
I've noticed with the quiver from the harper that we got. It produces almost constellations, a sort of astral map of sorts. And I've been tracking it as we've been going, and I think it's leading us back towards Crackmore Castle.
Didn't we clear that thing out?
I'm not sure.
Bro, if Sylvana speaks through this, we should heed her wise ways.
Or something else
Hold
along
on.
the path, or
So your quiver is telling you to go to Cragmaw Castle, and my
No.
badger entrails said to use your bear and go to Cragmaw Castle.
I think you just said have the bear go to a castle. You didn't say.
You don't know what I
Cragmaw.
interpreted. I'm just telling you the relevant parts. There's a lot of things.
I
Kellamvor loves me.
Okay.
even if we do go back, there was much that we definitely rushed leaving Cragmaw, and there could be something we missed, or maybe something else is taking root there. Potentially,
We slew the king of Cragmaw Castle.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of goblins in there now.
King Gruul,
Yeah,
yes.
it wasn't that big, was it? Didn't we go in every room in that area?
I don't think.
I'm not sure.
Did we go? Oh, this was
We
the
didn't-
place with the cistern, right?
This is the
Nah.
place
No.
that I touched the orb and I
No,
fell,
no.
wasn't it?
No.
The orb
No.
was the well.
Nah.
That was Old Owl.
Oh
Well.
yeah.
This was where we saved the dwarf.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, this is
So,
where we.
you know
This
what?
place wasn't that big, was it?
It didn't seem it, but there might have
There
been
could
like
be
down
I
some
don't
stairs.
think we
in the forest
checked
as
other
well.
places.
Yeah, we were kind of skirting around trying not to fight every single person in there.
Yeah.
Why don't we go back to Phandalin, find the dwarf, ask him if he knows of anything weird in there, like a secret entrance down, and if we should actually go back or not.
But I don't know if he would. He was only a captive there.
Right, but what
And
harm
this
is
is
it
the
if we're gonna go
hopper.
back to town, check on everything, let Lady Tregal girlfriend know what's going on with, Agatha, and then resupply? We might as well ask them while we're there.
Sky, do you believe it is worthwhile diverting from our journey to Phandalin to go to Cragmaw Castle? Do you feel like this
I'm
quiver is
still
saying
trying
where
to
we should
understand
go
the quiver.
next? Or
I don't know. I don't know if
okay.
this is
Hold on.
with the fact that we found this also in
Agatha's
Agatha's
place, right?
place, and
Well-
she talked about prayers to Sehanine, the goddess of the moon and stars.
And her original
This
house had a
could be
moon
part of
well
that.
with that weird orb thing. Maybe the other, because there's two, right? We talked about there's two orbs.
Number 3,
Three. So maybe one of them is in Cragmaw Castle,
Potentially.
Perhaps, yes.
which your
could be
constellation
causing the
could-
mutations.
So we should just go.
It
back
would
to
also
Craig.
make
Well-
sense as why they were occupying the castle.
Right, because it was a source of power of some sort.
So
Well,
we
and
should
we
Right.
go
did
back there
see
now.
those mutations of the
Yes.
goblins and the king of Cragmaw Castle there. So
Joe, can we recall if that mutation, if there was a way we could tell if it was like of what it came from, like if it's magical in nature or if it's chemical in nature? Is like an alchemical reaction, or is there some sort of blessing or curse or something like that? Is there something we can?
Like with what was happening with the goblin and the
Yeah.
king. I believe this was also revealed at that point, but that it was magical means.
Yeah. Because that was when we had the blood.
Right, and then I guess
Okay.
the question to follow that then was was it magical creation of someone, or was it magical divine, or is that too specific to glean?
I think we just found out it was magic.
I think we figured it was like corrupted. It wasn't.
Yeah, it's like a corrupt.
Because I think I rolled really well investigating it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know
still
what you mean
think.
by you rolled really well, but I think we should just go back to Cragmaw.
All right, so I
Roll with it.
I
I
do
rolled
suggest.
my acorns across the ground. And they speak to me.
Very nice.
I
You
think
guys
it-
are the weirdest people.
I'm gonna take where we are on the map and just create like a straight line west on my own map. And if we want to go back to Phandalin, I can use this to create a second point in a cardinal direction to hopefully triangulate a location better.
Yeah, I still think we should go to Phandalin because I'd like to grab some more potions in case I go down
Yes,
again.
yeah.
and- So I think since we're there, we should talk to the dwarf guy and see if he
Yes.
happened to have any info. And then while we're there, we can talk to the priestess lady, let her know what's going on as well. So I don't think we should do Cragmaw again right now because, I mean, I may be at full strength now, but if I go down again, I don't have any backups resources other than these. I pull out the 2 badger haunches.
Oh, I didn't. Barry here can heal you, right, Barry?
Yeah, you know, I could I could make it so that you don't die.
That's pretty good insurance right there. You won't die.
We
I
are.
would
We're already
I
so
would be
close,
willing to
brothers.
go.
Let's just go.
Barry,
It's a few days' journey.
you advise that we go to the castle or to the town?
We. It would. I don't
I
know how
think we
much
should go to the
information.
town, because then that way, if this is changing its direction based on my location or
Oh,
wherever
okay. So
it
you
is
want to
located,
go?
that way we can go back to Phandalin, and I can use that as a secondary point to
Oh,
And
better
it might point north.
better
or
figure
east.
out,
Mm,
where this is pointing.
Oh, that's what you
Understood.
meant.
Yes.
Okay.
And I show you guys on the map. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I drew like a line all the way
Yes.
across. Oh, geez. Oh, God. Everything's
Oh my
disappearing.
God, what'd you do to the map? What?
I swear I
Control
did
V.
do it. I
I
swear I
was
did
trying
do
to.
it.
I
I did
was trying to
The map
delete
is
that damn
broken.
purple mark, and I accidentally
Oh,
deleted
delete everything.
everything. Oh, I just had a little heart attack.
Oh, my work. God.
All right, so
Oh, it just
to
popped up
Phandalin
on
then.
the screen.
To Phandalin.
Phandalin.
All right, I'm glad we got that out of our way
Yes.
to go
Okay.
back to Phandalin.
Bring y'all to Phandalin.
I'm sorry, but the potions are
trail
sort
we
of
go.
Martha's, right?
What?
Provisions.
Yeah, Barthen's
Barthen's,
provisions.
yes.
Oh, Barthen. I thought you said Martha.
I did. Is that not who that is? Doesn't she have a vineyard?
Hey,
How do you know that word?
It's alcohol. Of course, I know that word.
Oh, yeah, that actually that tracks.
All right.
Yes,
So
Barthen's
where do we
provisions
plan to
is
go
where.
first?
why don't we just hit?
Where?
I mean, hold on. On the way, where is our house? It's like top right.
Top of the hill. Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
So yeah, we got to go by Barthen's anyway. So
Where are we
Yeah.
entering from? Or
The
is
Top
it
Tribor Trail.
Top
You
metal.
see where it says Tribor Trail?
Yeah,
yeah,
So
let's
that's
just
how
hit
you read a
Barthen's
map.
on the way in. I'm sure she'll love to see us.
I was zoomed in.
Barthen's a guy, I thought.
We're going to Barthen's.
No, there's
Martha,
definitely a lady that was there that we're always dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, her name was Martha.
Martha Bartha.
Martha.
Wait, I thought her last name was Stewart.
No, she's the one that got imprisoned in Neverwinter.
I heard she had that coming.
Yeah, her pet lion, I guess, got loose again. Snoop?
But Barthen's was Elmina, and then
That's what it was.
yeah, the lady that you were talking about. I don't remember her name. Myrna.
Yes.
Myrna
That's the
is
farm lady.
No, she's
Sky's
the-
friend.
Yeah, Myrna Dendrar.
Yeah, she was the.
Okay. Are we
And we
going
saved.
to our house first or Barthen's?
Barthen's.
No, Barthen's is on the way.
Okay.
On
Then
the
let's go
road
there.
again. I will also be true to my word, Ragnar.
What?
I will buy you 10 new sacks if they have it.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that, but okay.
Wait, what? You forget that easily.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Too late.
Ding
You're in for
dong.
it now.
Ding dong, the heroes have returned.
I don't know why you're knocking on the door. It's a store. You just. go
No,
in.
I just yelled ding dong.
Oh, that's even weirder.
You're weird.
Oh,
I
well,
might be the
welcome.
most normal one here.
Welcome back.
Hi,
How
Martha.
can I help you? Can I help with anything?
Sacks.
Yeah,
Any
he's
new
gonna.
ones?
Do you have his shipment? Did a new shipment come in for
This
him?
guy here is gonna buy a few of them.
I would buy 10 for
He
you.
said 100.
10. You didn't know the number 100 before today.
I just don't know how to count to that.
We certainly have the sacks in, and yes, I do. I do have that item that I mentioned. I was going to sequester for you. Have you ever heard of a bag of holding?
Isn't that just like a normal sack? Like it
Oh.
holds stuff?
It holds a lot of stuff. In
What do you mean by
fact,
that?
there doesn't appear to be a limit that I'm aware of. But I found this off of a merchant that was passing through town from Neverwinter, and yeah, they were willing to let it offhand, and it could be yours for we're saying I'm thinking ballpark range of maybe 400 gold. but it can fit all of your sacks in it. You can fit tons of stuff in it.
Guys, how
It's like an
close am I
endless
to?
bag. You see it? She
How,
holds up a like a jeweled, um, essentially like a burlap sack of purple, and it's jeweled around the rim. It's like she just keeps shoving things in it.
Ooh,
Like,
it's a
see,
Gucci
see,
sack.
and then she like pulls it out like it just doesn't make any sense.
Bless you, Trickle.
guys, how much do I need to get the 400 if I have 58?
What?
Another 342.
What do you mean by that?
The,
Oh, money.
yeah, money. The sack is 400. I have 58.
I will give
342 more.
I will give you 10 gold.
I have 68 now.
You might want to have her hide that away for a bit. Maybe put some money down so she keeps it for you, if she's willing to do that. And then
Of
you can
course.
just pay her each time you have some more until you get to the 400.
All right, now listen.
I
know
do you
this is
have
kinda
a
crazy,
buy
but-
now, pay later program in place?
No, but I mean, it is something I can consider for the Barthen's Provisions backing program.
I
And
think
being that you are the forerunners of, testing my new program, but I don't see why not.
So like we could open like a line of credit and then you charge us interest based off of how many sacks. I mean other things that we buy.
you just introduce interest to the woman that was just willing to let you pay for it without interest.
Yeah.
I like the idea of interest, though.
Well, I bet you do.
If anything, though, I think you might have mistaken it. I will hold it for you, and you can pay payments towards it, and I will ensure that it won't be sold. And once it's paid in full, it's all yours.
Fine, here's 68 gold.
68 gold. All right, I'm gonna have to maybe track it. And
Before we go, how much gold does everybody have?
None.
I have 73.
I have 71, and I'm planning to buy a potion of healing.
Yeah, me as well.
48 that I will pay towards someone wishing to buy potions of healing.
I have a significant amount of the shinies.
How'd you get more?
I give Barry my 48 gold.
Damn.
Well, Barry has a side business with all of the herbs and mushrooms that he
No,
grows.
where did I find this
True.
gold? I found this in one of the things. I found an absolute crap ton of
Mm.
gold.
I guess I need to wait for another time to try and do that. Never mind.
so, I guess just to be clear, Ragnar, you're putting down. You said 68 gold,
Yes.
and then is anybody helping him
No,
with adding
I
more?
already
Or
gave him 10.
you said
You know
somebody
what?
give
I'll
10?
be a good friend. So I'm gonna buy myself a potion of healing for 55.
Okay.
And then I will donate my remaining. Hold on. 18 to his cause.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'll plop out 100 gold
Oh my god.
Drop 100 gold for him.
and drop 100 gold in there.
Okay,
So
and then it
Ragnar's
was
the
10
And I'm
from
like,
Sky.
I'm not quite sure how much this is, but it just clinks down onto the thing. But yeah, I'll throw this in there. That bag seems pretty useful.
I agree. It's probably the most useful bag I've ever seen in my life. She put her whole arm in there and it just disappeared. I don't know where it went.
Oh, is there any special rules with that thing that he should know?
Like if I find another
Special
one, can I
rules?
store that one in this one and have double the space?
Yes, only when we're 5 miles away from you, though.
And only one time.
Yes. Exactly.
So that was 68 from Ragnar, 18 from Nif, 100 from Barry, 10 from Sky. If I remember hearing correctly. Is that true,
Yes.
Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
And then,
I
Joe,
that.
I want to spend 55 for a potion of healing. and then after I spend the 55, I will give I will give 10 towards towards the sack
Bag of holding.
or the bag of holding.
Oh my god. We need to do work. I need a job.
So how much is left?
Yeah, it was like doing this on the side.
Do
So,
you need to move anything? I can move something for 200.
Oh yeah, do you need anything like transported to like Neverwinter?
um, no, not as of right now, but I will definitely keep that noted. I mean, as you know, I have hands here that I can do that. Just
Yeah, but if it's a
find them.
dangerous area they're going through, it might be good to have some protection.
Of course,
And
yeah,
we did
and I'll keep you
deliver,
in consider.
that stuff for Sally that one time. Brought it right here to you guys.
I'm not sure who Sally is, but I'm guessing when you were helping Gundren bring
Oh yeah, Gary.
Zelda.
Gary, yeah,
Gary.
Sildar. Anyways, I'm confused, but so you have 194 left.
Wait, I
So
thought you
that
were
is all
Barthen.
yours. I'm sorry.
You said you're confused, but I thought you were Barthen.
I'm Elmina Barthen,
Ah,
owner of this establishment.
Establishment.
Yeah. Uh,
gotcha. Cool. Thanks. Bye.
Yep.
All right, come on, guys. I need to find a job.
Thank you once again for that.
You're very welcome. Thank you for your business as usual.
Oh, wait.
Keeping the
Here.
lights on. The
How
candles,
much
I mean.
would you trade in for the great sword that I have here? I'm gonna pull a great sword off my back that I was hiding.
Hiding.
You just had a random greatsword.
I picked it up from it was from Cragmaw Castle. What's his face? The big guy was using it.
King Groll.
Yes, him.
Ah, that one. Yeah, the older one. Give me 1 second.
Also, and I'm not trying to uh, create issues, Barthen, but you did say that you had the Barthen's BP squared, the backing program.
Yeah, I'm
And
pretty sure you subscribe to that.
yeah, according to the rules, it did say for every 10 gold pieces you spend, and technically, Ragnar and us did just spend a lot of gold pieces. Could we potentially, by getting 10, because we had spent at least 100 gold pieces there, receive a possible potion of healing?
Good point, and yeah, that's fair.
Oh,
Because I mean, you're putting down the money. It's coming my way. Yeah, of course.
well, I spent 55.
Also, the GM needs to make a damn punch ticket so we can keep track of all these discounts.
I'm gonna hand in my punch ticket. I definitely bought one last
It's all a
time,
great idea.
so I'm at
whenever it's been-
110. So I should get another one.
Yeah, so she slides over a potion and it's just like, as far as the great sword, it's it's uh beautiful. Looks a little old, but I unfortunately don't buy weapons, but definitely you should check out Grom Grom Smithy.
The
He
blacksmith.
yes,
Oh,
the
do you-
You're the
blacksmith. Balaam.
blacksmith.
Do you buy meat?
No.
Okay.
Unless it's dehydrated. It's more for on the go traveling. As she waves her hand around the store. It's
While
venturing
other
supplies.
people are doing whatever, can I rifle through my hobbies for dummies and see if there's a thing about smoking meat and drying it out?
I would say that probably falls under leatherworking. I don't know how to whatever skill that would. I
Oh,
don't
well,
even
I've already learned a
know
bit of
so.
that anyway, so
Yeah.
then I will
You
I
use
don't
my.
think they
leather.
have. Well, they might. They have cooking.
Yeah.
I guess it would be a general cooking.
All right, I'll have my son do it then.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to where are we going?
Well, since we're in town, we should talk to Holy Lady.
Sister Grail.
That's what I said.
Yes.
All right.
And we should also stop by the smithy so that he can sell that. And I was going
Well,
to
let's
see
wait
if,
until we get a little bit closer in gold because I don't want to sell it if I don't get the bag yet.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, how much do we have left on the sack, by the way?
194.
That's how much we have left to pay?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not bad at all. We made a
Oh,
good
y'all
dent.
dropped a good chunk of change.
I need a job.
Hold on, what do we have in hold on. I've got 3 silver,
Ragnar, you do have a job.
3
Oh,
electrum,
don't
and 3 copper.
don't
That
let's
won't.
not
That won't.
combine the
No.
tinier
No.
currencies. I mean, we can if you really want to, but that's gonna be a pain.
What job do I have? I don't have a job.
Killing
Your
things.
job is
We gotta find someone who'll pay us to do it.
killing things, and we get treasure and loot. And treasure and loot can become gold.
You know what I just thought of? If we
You
can
did get
convince the
everything.
mayor that this dragon thing and the undead people and everything are a big problem and a threat to the city, we can probably convince him to pay us to take him out.
Nif, I like the way you were thinking. You see, there you go,
Yeah.
Ragnar.
And we get the bear involved, and then we go for the castle.
We are making ourselves indispensable to this town.
Yeah, I mean, look at the cash injection we just made.
I don't know what that means.
Gold
It means
injection.
that the town relies on us.
Oh. Yeah,
We
I mean,
are
we did get rid of. Wait a second.
We got paid
rid
for
of
the
the
red
red
brands.
brands. Have we been paid for?
Yeah, we definitely went and talked to the fat guy.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever's in your
Town
quest
Master
log, I
Hawk.
think you've gotten everything.
And the town did help us with restoring our
Our house, yeah. They did
Our
it in like
house.
3 days. It was impressive.
yes. So we
Sky, do you have like a special like hunter skill that just allows you to remember everyone's names?
That's just my memory. You don't remember people's names.
No, of course I do.
I'm not gonna lie. For the first week, I couldn't remember any of your names.
Ragnar. Okay, I don't put that much past Ragnar there, but like I feel like we should remember people's names, right?
I mean, I know your guys' names. I deal with you guys all the time.
to be honest, I did not remember the proprietor of the Barthen's provisions.
Well, that's dumb. It's Barthen.
No, it's Martha.
As you guys keep saying the wrong names every time Sai just sighs. Just,
Let's go
So you're
talk to
making your way to the
Sister
Shrine of
Gary.
Luck.
yes.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Ariel.
Sister Grail, yes.
Hey, I was pretty close that time.
Looks like we don't have all y'all on here right now. Hold on. We got Barry.
Now you keep saying sister. Is this your sister? Because I don't have a sister.
Nah,
Just
she's
like a
Kellenbor's
holy
sister.
She is a servant of the faith.
Which one though? Is it Kellenfor?
No, I don't believe so.
Hmm.
It was Tamora, I think.
Gamora.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so she's Tamora's sister.
Mm,
So when we get to the
Go ahead, Sky. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm just quiet.
Timora, yeah. Gotta.
when we get to the chapel or the shrine, is Sister, I guess, since she's on the map, Sister Grail is there.
Yeah. She's just currently praying within the shrine.
I make hand motions for everyone to just sort of stand by the door at a respectful distance, and I remain quiet until she stands up.
All right, I'll wait for you over here.
I'm gonna do a sweep
me
to
know
make
when
sure
you
no
need
one's
me.
pissing on the shrine.
She
You can
continues
just finish.
praying for about 30 or so seconds as she hears the footsteps and chatter behind her. She extinguishes a candle, bows, and stands up and turns and, oh, we need to stop meeting like this. Sorry, I was praying. Can I help you? Did you happen to speak with the banshee?
Yes.
No piss. We're good.
Yes, Sister Grail, we did.
Thank you.
We were successful in allowing her to go to her rest. Um, but we
Amazing.
learned some disturbing information.
You
She
tell?
did not have Bowgentle's spell book, but she did know, at least from her lifetime, where the where the spell book went. Um, have you heard of the name of Cernoth? And I'll spell it out for her if she needs it.
Jeez, leave him out a little
um,
thick, bud. She ain't dumb.
I personally am not familiar with the name, but I'm not necessarily. I've only been in this area of Faerun maybe half a year, so.
Okay, well, apparently Cernoth was a scholar from Ardeep who lived in the same time as Agatha did. And he was a specialist in necromantic magic. Um, when when Agatha found the spell book, she felt it had a kind of darkness to it, and
Mm,
she felt her dreams were sort of clouded by thoughts of the undead. So she did not want to hold on to the spell book. She gave it to this Cernoth. Now,
okay.
we found another source for the name Cernoth.
Mm,
Um, Apparently, the person digging around the old owl well who had zombies in his employ was there searching on behalf of this Cernoth. So I do not know if this Cernoth was a human, but apparently he still lives.
Aren't they part of like the Red
mm.
Wizards or something?
It also seems like they are tied with the Red Wizards of Thay.
The Red Wizards of Fae. That
Yeah.
is certainly that is grave news.
Yes,
If
it's
Cernoth
disturbing.
is in league with them, that it's not going to bode well. So you're not aware of any the whereabouts of this Cernoth.
Uh, no, I do not know the name Ardeep, which is apparently where he hailed from. Are you aware of Ardeep? Do you know that name?
Europool.
It might
Uh,
be a current town or it might be an older town or an older kingdom.
I'm aware of Ardeep actually not being within this realm. Actually, it's not within our physical plane. It's a realm of moon elves.
A realm of moon elves. Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
How to get there, I'm not sure, but I've just only heard about this um, place within my my tutelage.
Indeed, we also learned that uh, from uh, exploring where Agatha uh, spent her final years that she had fallen in love with a human who betrayed her family and
Mm.
lured a green dragon to destroy the village where she had lived. And
Hmm.
she followed that human to Conyberry to try to get her revenge. Now, I don't know whether she ever succeeded in that or not. And the comb appears to have been the twin of one that she had given to her beloved sister, who was slain by this dragon. So that may explain why she had remained on the mortal coil, or it could be that she never finished her revenge against this lover. But in any case, when we gave her the comb, it put her at rest. She answered our questions about the spell book, and then she went on to her rest, and we commended her to Kalimvor.
Well, it's certainly good to hear that the banshee was able to answer the question that we had. I will take this back to the Harpers. It's also good to know that it seemed to have worked. I would assume that this is some sort of uh, lost connection, maybe with her sister, and being so bent on revenge that maybe the comb, what anchored her to this world was the anger, and maybe this comb reminded her of what love was, and she passed on. I guess we'll never know, but it's good to hear that she did pass on into
Perhaps.
the the realm
But
of
I do
fortune.
have one more piece of sad news. And I will take out sort of a little cloth bound bundle, and I will hold it out to her. And this bundle contains kind of the um, mundane cloak or something that belonged to her Harper colleague. So just
Uh,
some item of his. We found these in the home where the banshee had apparently spent her last days. It looked like he had been destroyed by undead.
hmm.
Unfortunately, he did not survive, but we gave him a burial.
Yes, I feared this would have been his demise. Unfortunately, with how fast information travels between me and the Harpers, with needing to stay low, he was not aware of the comb, and I guess that was the key to keep him alive. But I will pass on to my superiors that Ryfin did not appear to make it through. Thank
Yes,
you.
and if he had family that would appreciate his uh, cloak back, you may pass this along as
It's
well.
very thoughtful of you. I'm not sure if he had any family, but I will definitely pass this along within my communication.
All right, bye, Trigal.
Like
Guys,
to
is
make
Trigal okay in there?
a
Yeah, he's
small.
good. He's talking to the lady.
Oh, hey, you're back.
I've been here.
I would like to make a small donation to the shrine, and I will give um, her 5 gold.
Okay. Oh well, thank you. Very, very generous. This will be in the name of Timora, and may luck shine upon you on this day.
Give a little wink to Kalimvor while you're at it.
Indeed. Thank you, sister. Um, we are not yet done with all of our investigations. We are going to go see if we can find any more information from Sildar and uh,
Gormondo.
Gundren, and then we will be leaving town for a few days. But if there's anything else that you need or think may be of importance to us, uh, please let us know.
Of course. And thank you so much for your help. And as promised, I mean, I don't have much to offer, but I did promise these as she goes to the back corner of the shrine and lifts like a blanket off of like a crate and pulls out a couple of health potions, passes potions of healing, three of them specifically.
3 of them.
I can offer these.
Wonderful. I will take these on behalf of the group and divide them up when we reconvene.
And then she puts her hand on Trigal's shoulder. Is like, it's very very kind of you to help, and I hope we can have that conversation sometime of me telling you about Timora and you Kalimvor.
I look forward to that. We should have tea at the inn some afternoon.
I'd very
Hey, do you
much like
like
that.
badger?
Uh, uh, by that you mean food?
Yeah.
I guess you may not recall from the
Oh, right,
celebration,
right,
but
He's
right.
a
You
vegetarian.
eat
vegetarian.
berry food. Got it.
Berry food, yes. Well, have a wonderful rest of the day. If you need anything from me, I will be here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what do you all want to do now?
Back
We
to the
should
house, I
report
guess.
to the town master
Oh yeah, the
about
mayor's
the
suspended.
Waventor as well.
Yes.
We can just give him the lowdown on everything.
Oh,
Honestly.
On both the old owl well and
who needs potions of healing? Because
Uh,
I need
I
one.
have
I
2
don't have
in my
any.
inventory. I don't think I need to
I
carry
have
any.
2 in my inventory now as well. But you've
I
got
can
Okay.
make. I
I
can
have
make
none.
one.
Sky has none.
Barry. You also
Ragnar,
have the
do
one
you
from
have?
No, I have none.
the BP squared program.
Okay.
I can make these as well. So
Okay, but
I'll
I
spread.
just want to hand them out to
Yeah.
other people. So we have 3 new ones. What do you guys suggest?
all
One
right.
to
Well, if
Sky
you and I have
2
2,
to
just Sky gets 2. Ragnar, you said you
Ragnar
have
gets 1.
none.
Yes, I have none.
All right. So yeah, why don't you get 1, and then Barry will make 1 or
I'll
2 tonight.
give Ragnar one, and then I'll give Ragnar mine from the
Okay.
So then
And
everyone's up
Sky,
to 2.
you can add 2.
sub
Yep.
program, and then I'll have my own.
Okay.
So Ragnar
All right.
2, Sky 2, and then I'll make my own.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Let's go
Okay.
see Fatty Fat.
The town master.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Harbin Wester.
Harbin Wester.
What a picture, though.
Now, here's a man that looks like he might need an extra help with a badger.
Yes.
Says
All
I
right, I'm gonna
think
bust
I
in. Hey,
sent out what he
Mayor
looked
Man.
like.
I got some fresh badger. Are you interested?
Um, not particularly,
Man, I could have sworn you were the
but
badger type of guy, but all right, more for me.
well, I do like meat. I don't think I've ever had badger before though.
Well, I'll tell you what, my son is a hell of a cook. I'll get him to make some for you. You come over tonight, you'll have some fresh badger. I promise you, it'll be great.
Okay, sure. So how may I help you all though?
We're here to report the elimination of the was marauders at Wyventor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a bunch of jerks. We killed them all. Well, to be specific, some ogres killed them, but we were there. We helped.
They were. Yes, they had captured a pair of ogres and were holding them captive.
Parents.
Interesting.
We
Well
found.
spoken ogres.
Yes, very well spoken ogres.
Yeah, I think it had something to do with those weird-headed goblins we've seen around. I think they were infected too, and it gave them articulation. It was really weird.
You've seen these odd goblins that's been rumor at
Yeah.
this point, but you've seen them.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
we've killed a
like
bunch of
multiple
them.
times.
We
We
saw
killed
them
their
before
leader.
we ever came to town, and we've seen more of them since.
Yes.
They had a leader guy whose name I don't remember, but he's definitely dead now.
King Grohl.
King Grohl, and then there was another dude that was with him that was kind of like a general or something. He dead. There was a witchy lady who turned out
It was
to be a
a
shapeshifter. Her meat didn't
yes
taste too bad, but she dead too, or it.
crazy.
Oh, wonderful! The
Pause.
is slaying all the enemies. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
honestly, if you think about it, we've done a lot of good things for this town. But there are
as a
some
matter of
other
fact,
things on the
you have.
horizon, bud, that
MEPs.
you might need us to take care of.
Uh, not sure as of right now, but definitely will keep you informed. Keep Sildar if you're not here. But I did promise 100 gold pieces for ending the Marauder problem. It keeps trade routes safe, so thank you. As he slides 100 gold pieces over.
Real quick, I want to interrupt and say that our challenge has been met via the efforts of Bad Wolf Forge and Gideon Games. So once
Hey.
they get back, we will see who they give the inspiration to.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out a way to keep tabs on inspiration. I don't know how to. If y'all have any ideas, shoot. Speaking to you, Twitch people. If you guys have any ideas of how we can track, I could probably just keep a sticky note on my desk. Just
All
like
right, and
this
it was
person has
immediately
it.
decided that Joe
Joe.
gets it.
Sick. Let's go. Cheers to that, y'all. Woo.
I mean,
Well,
hold on. He
y'all know
hasn't
what
said whether it's advantage or disadvantage.
Well,
Haha.
I spoke too soon. Well, we'll figure it out when it comes through. Now I gotta
Yeah.
find a sticky note. But yeah. So what are y'all doing from here? Are you continuing to talk with Harbin, Townmaster?
Oh,
We probably don't have to
Cool.
RP it, but we should give him the
Did-
lowdown on the dragon, the red wizards, and all the crap we discovered.
Old Owl Well as well.
Was this 100
do we want to
gold
tell him all the
total?
details? I
Probably not
purposely
everything.
didn't tell Sister Grail all the details about Old
Yeah.
Owl. I don't
Well, we
know
need to
how
give
Was
him enough
he-
details to feel threatened as a town, and that he'll employ us to protect them.
about the dragon and red wizards. I agree, but in terms of
Darren,
what
that's
we
who it was.
found
Adam F.
at the Old Owl Well, I'm not sure we want to tell too many people.
No,
about
no, no, no. Definitely not the thing that messed Ragnar up multiple times.
Right. Yeah.
I don't remember
Are-
any of that.
Are we also splitting that 120 each?
Is it 100 total or 100 each?
100 total.
100 total.
I mean, honestly, I'm cool with it going.
Ragnar,
towards
you
the
can
stack.
have mine, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just going to give it to Ragnar.
That sack is like, not gonna lie, it's one of
Oh.
the coolest things I've ever seen.
I know she put her whole arm in it
Yeah,
and nothing
That was-
happened.
I
That
think
was
that's
sick.
the only thing he wants to do with it.
that was
It's
rad.
just
We could
put his arm
put
into
your
it.
whole arm in it.
Uh-huh.
No, my arm is big. Can it really fit all that?
Bro,
And
I think it
more.
might.
This thing looks really cool.
You should use it as a burlap sack for a race.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Puts his feet into it, it just falls.
He just jumps in. Boop.
Yeah.
Ah!
So Ragnar currently is getting what, 60 of that 100 gold? I don't know if anyone else is or not.
All right. Well, I only need a lot more. I
God.
can't do math in my head.
Yeah, inability of math is 134. You still need 134 gold.
Ah, that much. I think I'm starting to get like how money works, guys. I have 60 of this, but I need more.
134.
And then I can buy how much of that is how much of 60 goes into that much 134? 4?
No. I already took the 60. No, you
No,
owe
but I'm saying now,
194.
like this hand has 60 gold in it. How much more of this hand do I need to get to 134?
How many more 60s do you need?
Yes.
2 and some change.
22. Oh no, never mind.
22?
No, just two. Just two.
Oh,
Just,
okay.
just two and a little
It's
bit
like
more.
2 2/3.
Yes.
Okay.
Or I guess 2 1/4.
What's 2/3?
Don't introduce fractions. We're already
Alright.
getting somewhere with him.
We'll
All right,
round it
this
up
is
to
more than
3.
we were expecting.
3 of them, you're good, and
Three.
you have some extra.
3 more of 60, and then I can get the bag. Okay.
Yes.
I
So
need to find a job.
Sildar,
Are
we
we?
go see
Are
him.
we still
we should
with?
go to
Should someone
Sildar
try
now.
and schmooze Harbin to? I mean,
Yeah.
it
What?
really shouldn't
What
be
is?
me, but I'll just say it right now. I will.
With
Go
what?
ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Garrett.
Hey, big guy. With all these threats on the horizon, and with us working out of here, it's probably we're probably going to be, on the hit list of these red wizards and maybe the dragon. We could probably, we're invested in this town. We'd like to provide protection, but we have certain upkeeps, especially our mansion. Is there anything you can do for us that we can do for you? Protect the town, eliminate some threats before it gets bad. Work with me, work with you.
Well, I mean, I figured the compound was payment enough, but what are we thinking? And what are these threats over the horizon? You
Oh,
said
didn't
green
hold on.
dragon and wizards,
Oh, I
red
thought
wizards.
Trigal. People were
Yes.
down.
So we learned in dealing with the threat of the bandits that the bandits had been sent by the Red Wizards of Thay.
Mm.
So they were apparently looking for something there. Now, when they don't find it with that expedition, it is likely that the Red Wizards of Thay will send more wizards to look for it. And perhaps this time there will be more of them.
Yeah, especially when their
So
friend doesn't come back.
it will
It's gonna raise questions.
it will likely be a bigger threat. Then we also learned that there is a green dragon in these parts that's at least 100 years old, based on when it destroyed um,
Old Elwell.
the old owl well. So we are concerned that this might be a threat that could eventually harm Phandalin. So we would like to know, or we would like to investigate where that dragon is, and if, whether we need to call in a dragon slayer or whether it's a job we could do ourselves.
All these things cost upkeep. We got to keep ourselves supplied with materials for Barry to make us health potions. Spend money at Barthen's buying health potions. Certain things like that. Make sure our equipment is up to snuff. If we're fighting
Definitely
any
spend
more
money with the
undead, we really
blacksmith.
need better magical weapons. That kind of stuff. So we're hoping for a little cash injection from the town to invest in us to then get the job done.
Guys, we can kill the dragon. I don't know why you're saying you're gonna hire somebody. We can kill the dragon.
We're working on it. We've got a few plans in motion. There's ideas, so we're trying to figure it out.
We'll go ahead and roll persuasion. I would
Hmm?
say with advantage as
Who?
uh you. Nip.
Okay.
Yeah, Neff, you're the face.
There's one. That is a 16.
Pretty good.
And then where's the other? Where is it? There it is. And another, which is a 2.
Two. Well, you see like him like patting the table and looking around and kind of sweating a little bit. It's like we certainly cannot handle green dragon. Yes, we would certainly need help on that. I will round the funds. Uh yes, please kill a green dragon. I don't want. We've put in too much work, too much time, too
For,
too much
for them to
money
just melt
for
your houses
Phandalin
with
for it
acid. Yeah,
melted. Yes.
makes sense.
So,
Is there anything we can get like up front to help us supply and be ready for that? Maybe half now, half later? Anything like that?
Tell you what, go ahead and roll a persuasion if you're gonna try to get half now, half later.
That's a 9.
How about a quarter now? And I'll give the rest upon completion.
We'll take it.
I trust you. I do. But funds are low, and I must work with the rest of the town. It's not to be of offense. That's just what I have right now at my disposal.
We
Hey, something's better
understand.
than nothing. If we can, use it to bolster ourselves up, it only is better for the town. So,
Well, I think it's only fair with a dragon of who knows what size. 500 gold, 100 up front.
sounds good to me. What about you guys?
I, I, that's a lot of money.
Oh my God, Sky, are you okay? Is his
No.
talking thing infecting you?
I think it is.
Oh, all right. Well, hand over the 100. We don't want to spend too much more time in here. Then I don't want all of us to catch it. Oh no!
Are you making fun of my stutter?
No,
No, it seemed
we're
like
just-
Sky was
just-
honestly,
I'm
but I
shocked.
think it might
I'm
actually be an
just-
infectious thing.
It's not. I'm more just processing information at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Taking
Then
me a moment. That's
sorry, I assumed it was just an affliction. Those things happen all the time. So,
Yes, and unfortunately, no choice in the matter. If I could
yeah,
have
well, you don't have
gotten
a choice to
rid
get
of it,
cursed
I
either.
would have.
So that
Yes.
wasn't a threat. That was just a generality.
Anyways, 100 gold,
Yes.
400 upon the slaying of dragon. I would need proof.
Oh yeah, we'll
Not
bring
just
its head for
hefty
you.
amount, but
Of
it
course.
to protect
Scales.
Phandalin, to keep it prosperous.
Oh yeah, I want to
Yeah,
rip
you
off
can
some of its scales.
you can give the money to the turtle. He hides it in his shell for safekeeping.
He slides the 100 gold pouch over
Here's
to Barry.
another holy. We
You just see
may
it
have enough.
plop it in the shell.
Like,
Like
Oh,
like a
pops his
piggy bank.
arm in.
Clink, 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 clink.
Wait,
All right,
Alright.
now we
is
gotta
that
go
is
check
that
in with
a
my
is
kid
that a
and
bank
Sally.
or a slot machine?
Twinko.
It's a
Not
turtle. It's a
both.
turtle bank.
All right, thanks. We'll make sure that thing definitely gets deaded.
We will put it in the dead book.
Oh, does Kellenvor have a book of the dead? That'd be really awesome.
No, I believe that is Jergal who keeps the ledger of all.
Would
the
you just
dead.
call me?
I did not call you. I
Did not
said the deity who keeps the book of the dead is named Jergal.
See, you said it again. You gotta watch yourself. You can't speak like that in front of your lady. I assume we're having this conversation as we're leaving.
Yeah.
Probably.
Where are y'all going to?
I guess back to the house.
The last we saw Sildar and Garfunkel were at the we're at the
Gundren.
mansion, right? What
Oh,
Gundren? I couldn't remember. his
Gooble
name.
gobble.
that was so far off that I had no clue what even that name was.
So you did all.
Nah, his name was Garail, right?
No.
So that's sister.
Sister Grail.
Oh, I thought he was a
Gundren-
dude.
Gundren is the dwarf.
Just can't assume nowadays, I guess.
Yeah.
Then again, the dwarves do look pretty similar. Even the ladies have beards, right?
Very
Yeah, and
stylish
then
ones.
so you also did the old owl well, which was Darren.
Aaron Edemith.
Yeah, he
I don't remember if he had said.
Wait, was
there
that the other hero?
yeah, I
I
was
think
just looking. I don't
gave us
think
a
he's
rumor,
awarding anything.
but
Yeah.
it wasn't anything like I'll give you this if you go there. So
Yeah.
You never know. He
True.
might have something.
But he had mainly just told us as a rumor. So.
All right, let's head to the house.
Yeah, I will.
Oh no, he did offer something. He offered
Mhm.
I don't know if I said it then, but he offered boots of striding and springing.
No,
All right,
he
yeah, let's
did
go
not
see
tell
him
us that. No, he did not.
I don't remember that. No.
All right, we'll stop by his house before we do ours then.
Yeah.
To the apple orchard.
Pay up, old man.
All right,
Uh,
let me bring y'all to the orchard.
Ding dong, heroes have returned.
Oh, welcome. He tosses an apple to each of you as he bites into it.
I'll
He's
catch
leaning
it by
against
mouth
his house right
immediately.
now, like mid break. Did you handle the well? I don't know. Was it true? But the rumors.
Yeah, there was this guy, part of the Red Wizards, who was bringing dead people back to life over there. So we killed the crap out of him.
Fantastic. Did you find out why? I was hearing words it was Netherese magic. Was there, I don't know,
well,
any indication of
We
that?
definitely felt some sort of presence there, but we couldn't access it.
yes.
I don't know what's going on there, so we're gonna keep investigating around and see if we find another way in.
And in the effects of the necromancer, we found that he had been sent there specifically by someone from from the Red
Hmm.
Wizards.
Also,
So
does a
when
book
he does
about
not
climbing
return,
sound anything
go.
interesting to you?
Not particularly, but I do like climbing.
Mm.
I would suggest maybe reading. You might learn a thing or two.
I didn't like the insinuation there, but I'll let it slide. It's just because when we were investigating places, it was like a book that was in a library, but it didn't match the other books, so it seemed like it might be nefarious in some way. Trigal, do you still have that thing?
Out of character, what are you?
There was a book that we found about like rock
Random
climbing
book.
or something.
You had found a random book.
It was underneath like a boulder, and we pulled it up from
Oh,
underneath.
oh.
But everything else in that area, in that room, was all about like
necromantic and
alchemy or
stuff.
something,
Yeah.
and it didn't match.
Yeah, I don't think I. Oh, wait, was that the journal?
No, it
The
was
journal was a secondary thing.
a literal book.
And
Trying to
Joe,
find the name.
I think the
Whatever.
only book I have is the.
It wouldn't be in
journal
your
from
inventory.
the-
He kind of made it.
Oh, okay,
spot, I
okay.
think.
Yeah, so there was a journal from Hammond Cost that
Right.
you got from
I
there,
think
and the
everybody has.
scroll of cryptic prophecy is what I entitled it. But the one that had like the weird text and everything that was translated via reading the journal.
Real quick, we just received a new follower. Alex
shit.
is a cat. 315. So cheers to you, Alex.
Oh,
Alex,
Previous.
glad you're a cat, man.
cheers, Alex.
Or girl. Sorry, forget that. That's androgynous. You keep being a cat. Thanks for subscribing.
Yeah, we've got a cat. We got a horse.
We do have horse.
We're getting to have a regular barn real soon.
So, if anything, let's pause here. We'll have our bio break. Typically, we do about 15 minutes. We'll show back. We'll just call it a flat 9:15. We'll return. But go ahead, go grab a drink, food, whatever it may be. But we'll be back in 15 minutes. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Adventures on Tap's Twitch stream. We're playing Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. We are now in the second half of our session. We just took a quick break. So if you are joining, welcome. If you're not familiar with us, we do have a link tree there below that'll bring you to all of our socials, including our website. But we do events here local, predominantly in the greater Orlando area. We do have a couple that are coming up, but we do everything from one shots to mini paint and sips, and even mini campaigns. So it'll be, I believe, 4 sessions with the session 0. But go ahead and check out aotorlando.com or go to our link tree, of course, to check out our various socials to find that out as well. It's there at the bottom. Thank you, Garrett. And as a reminder, we are a charity focused group. So we are supporting a charity for our Twitch streams, and that is Child's Play. You can donate at any time at the bottom right hand corner of that screen. And we would greatly appreciate it as well as them because they're a great organization. But for those of you that aren't aware, I'm like just talking about it. You're like, I don't even know who you guys are. We are Adventures on Tap. We do tabletop role playing games in breweries to support charity. So a lot of our events, including um, this Twitch stream, goes a majority to charity. But we've also launched a Patreon, which you'll find the link there below as well, which has a lot of awesome goodies. You can help impact our Twitch stream as we're waiting the oceans of Twitch new adolescence in this space. So yeah, yeah, new. I would say we've been at it for about a year, but we're still trying to figure it out. So you can help impact that part of it as well as our organization in general. So I will say, just as a heads up, if you are not located here in the greater Orlando, you still get benefits, but it definitely you get a lot more with being here. You get discounts to our tickets, or excuse me, our events that you can buy tickets for. But you can also get physical items, and then including if you're not here in Orlando, you get anniversary gifts too. So,
Plus
and I
merch
believe that's
discounts.
quarterly. Yeah, merch discounts and everything. It's great. Check it out. Patreon there below. We have the link there for you. I believe that covers everything. We're going to go ahead and dive back in. For the most part, this session, we've continued traveling from Conyberry over to Phandalin, where Sky noticed that the quiver he found in last session was directing him with like a starlight in the direction of Cragmaw Castle
Mhm.
as they were passing through. And when they got to Phandalin, I don't think we said it out loud, but it was pointing north. I was whispering Kyle behind the scenes. But in general, our party's kind of gone around to collect their rewards for the quests that they went on in the past couple sessions. And now they're at the Alderley Farm talking with Darren about the specific quests that they went to Old Owl Well to seek out answers to undead randomly popping up and rumors of Netherese magic being utilized at this old tower of that said empire. Um, so with that being said, what are y'all saying? Doing?
All right.
Oh,
So we did tell him that we couldn't access the area, so we don't know what's going on there. Um, I guess any advice when it comes to
You deal with
dealing
the
with these
undead.
red wizard guys?
Well, I've heard about them. I've almost come across their paths a few times in my day, but no, I mean I don't have any advice other than to steer clear as best as you can. The Red Wizards of Thay are not a force to be reckoned with. They're fanatical necromancers essentially, and of course their goal is to end life and bring about undeath. So
I think Kellenvor will want us to kill them. I mean, if the guy we killed is any indication, they can't be that bad.
well,
I mean, he only
oh,
killed
he
he
was
only
but
killed
one.
the bear
He was but
twice.
one wizard. Remember that. He was but
yes, it
one
is
wizard,
plural. Red
and
Wizards of the.
he was sent by he was sent by the Red Wizards to search this area. So
Oh
when
yeah,
he does not report in,
what was that guy's name that sent them? Maybe this dude knows him.
Sarnoff,
You know
So
Sarnoff?
Um, That name I haven't heard in quite some time, but I believe he was a necromancer himself. Again, I didn't really cross his path, but a name that holds power and fear
Do
amongst
you know
many people who would know
perhaps
the name.
what species Sarnoth was or
Uh,
is?
I do not. I do not know. I believe he was, if anything, again, grain of salt rumors, but an elf of sort. I'm not
Okay.
sure of what
That'll make sense.
sect of elves.
Because we found some papers that are at least a century old, and the author of those papers had dealings with Sarnoth.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So with him being an elf, that would make sense that he would still be alive.
Also, if he's
Yes,
messing with
I mean
undead, he
to
could
that point,
undead
I haven't
himself.
heard that name in a couple. I would say a century. That makes about right. It's not within uh typical human, I guess, lifespan. Yeah.
75 plus years.
Yes.
That's
He's not old
generous.
at this point, I'm sure.
Indeed.
Yeah, 75. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be lucky to hit 50.
You'll be lucky to hit tomorrow, bud. The way you run into places and kill things.
Well, I mean, they can't kill you if you kill it first. So
I
You
mean,
do know you can bleed out, right?
no,
that's the confidence that keeps the blood inside. It's blood magic. I mean,
I just stopped the bleeding. What do you mean?
He sounds like a hardened
Inconceivable.
warrior.
Oh, he is a hardened warrior. He is most impressive in battle.
either way,
I would
all right.
imagine so. With those war picks, I've never seen the like.
You've never
Only
seen
in
a war
mining
pick?
colonies. I'm sorry.
You said you've never seen anything like a war pick.
Yeah, it's not a common weapon around these parts.
Oh, okay. I figured you'd been adventuring around, you'd run into somebody who uses one. All right.
Uh, no, but if anything, for your troubles and helping me out, I try my best where I can, but I have limitations. I think these may be of some use to you as he goes into his house real quick, comes out with a pair of um, boots that have like filigree of like what appears to be like wings at the boot heel. These are have been useful in my day, but I don't often need them. So maybe you'll make use of it if you would like, of course. As he their boots of striding and springing.
Does he describe how they work, what they do?
Let's
Because
just
Will
say
asked.
you walk a lot faster and you jump a lot farther.
Hmm.
Oh,
Well, then,
well,
So
thank
in
you very
general, you
much.
get walking speed, if you don't have it already, to 30. And your speed isn't reduced if you're encumbered or wearing heavy armor. And in
Ooh,
addition, you can jump 3 times the normal distance, though you can't jump further than your remaining movement would allow. So I also looked up the rules for jumping
gotcha.
because I was like, that doesn't really provide much, I don't think.
yeah,
Well,
because
we
it's like,
can't
I feel like
Baldur's
you
Gate
can
3
jump 30
speedrun?
feet and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like jumping in general, I know we were having some
It's your
difficulties
strength
with
score.
this. Is in general, there's the high jump or the running or not or high jump and long jump. So if you run 10 feet, you can move up to your full strength modifier.
Mhm.
I believe the high jump is half of, or excuse me, is strength modifier. The long jump is your strength score. So if you weren't to do the running start of 10 feet, then that would just be half of each. So let's say, for example, you have 20 strength in your score. The long jump, you can go up to 20 feet
But with these, it would be 30
if
feet.
you ran the 10. Yeah. Yeah. So it would be triple that, technically.
Hmm.
Well, Tricol, you could probably use those so you don't have to use your Misty Step all the time.
Well, actually, my speed is high already. I was thinking that perhaps it might help one of you.
Or someone
Uh,
with heavy armor.
Well,
someone with heavy armor,
Oh.
or someone who might leap into battle, such as Ragnar.
Yeah.
well, I've already got a 30-foot walking speed.
But do you
But
have a 30-foot leaping speed?
no, if I run 10 feet, I can jump another 15.
Barry.
So then you'd be able to jump 45.
That's
I
pretty
have
cool.
not seen you leap into
Yeah, I
the
think
forefront of battle.
What is the high jump, Joe? What did you say that was? It's just your modifier?
so I just
Oh
imagine it's like
yeah,
really just jumping up.
And I
Long
can
jump is running,
Right.
a
So the high
great
jump, I can
distance.
only jump 2 feet.
Basically, yeah, your modifier.
That's crazy.
So it's like
That's like a
it's like
standing high
4
jump.
plus.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold
it's like
on.
4
2
plus.
feet vertical is kind of insane.
Especially for a goblin that's only 4 feet tall.
I mean,
A
yeah,
2-foot vertical for a normal person is insane.
So
not
it's
counting all the armor and
3
everything you're
plus
wearing too.
your strength modifier.
Okay, so
So
it's
minimal,
5.
you're jumping 3 feet vertical.
Yeah.
So I could, with my heavy armor, doesn't matter. I can jump 5 feet in the air standing still. Per D&D rules. Because I have a plus
Sure.
2 modifier. So
Yeah.
it's 3 plus the 2. That's 5. I can jump 5 feet
Mhm.
standing still.
If you're running 10 feet first.
No.
If you're standing still.
Standing still.
The,
Jump up.
the high jump.
Yeah, the high jump. So to clarify, both of those have a prerequisite. If you run 10
not
feet,
standing.
you get the full modifier. If you don't run and it's just standing, then it's half that modifier.
Okay, so I can only jump 4 feet standing. So it's the 3 plus half the modifier.
Yeah, so it'd be halved. So if you're 2,
One.
so it's 1, so it's 4. Yeah.
It's still crazy. And then if I wear the boots, it would then
Triple that.
be 12 feet.
Yeah, it'll triple. Hold on, let me
Smacks
read
the
the
ceiling.
rules
I
here.
want it so bad.
You
Oh, I
jump
want
3
this.
times the normal distance. Yeah, though can't jump further than the remaining movement would allow.
The only person that can trump if I
Really good.
want this is Ragnar because his strength is crazy and he will do even better than me.
True.
Because you can
Jump
like
into battle.
diving strike
Yes,
someone from
yeah.
50 feet in the air. Like yes.
I mean, shoot, I've even said like let's test out 2024 rules too. So if Warpick has some sort of cool modifier, you can add to it, whatever it's called, mastery.
Mhm.
What are you thinking, Chris? It does kind of fit with your min maxing. You can now jump in the air and use gravity to do more damage.
I mean,
It would also, though, impose opportunity attacks if he's jumping right next to a guy trying to do that.
Right, but if he runs the 10 feet, jumps in the air as high as he can, and then comes down on the guy,
You'd only be doing it one time, though. Per
you still get a
combat tree.
giant hit, take a huge chunk out of someone's health.
I mean, this is like a common, I think, uncommon, yeah, but it does require attunement.
Mhm.
I'll soak those things in my blood and attune it. I don't care.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Aldebeth.
Yeah, you're all like
Um,
dismissive, like just going
do you need
between
help
each
with
other.
your harvest? Ragnar
Um,
said he's looking for a job.
True. He's trying to make some coin.
I specifically need 134 gold.
You don't have to pay him that total. He can get it in increments of.
He's
Shut up.
Ragnar.
he's really into
Ragnar.
Barth and Sack, and they really want
Ragnar.
it from her. So
Yes.
she said
Raggy,
only
bro.
for a
I'll
certain
hook you
amount
up
of
on the way back.
You have
I mean,
134?
I'm not opposed to
I'll give you the
help.
rest of the
I'll
gold,
do
bro.
a gold piece of a tree. I don't have that much to give.
What
On
is it,
Oh
one
no, we're
tree?
good.
okay.
Barry,
Alright.
what's your
He's got a few.
I mean, realistically, the boots.
I mean, he has 25 trees back there. That's 25 gold pieces if
the
you
boots
were
would
to
be kinda
harvest
nice,
all of them.
But I mean, I don't know if I necessarily need the move speed. Barry, how fast are you? Are you faster?
Bro, I
than
don't
me?
need that. I can turn into
Oh yeah.
what can turn into
Monkey.
any animal and be super fast. So I don't need these boots.
Okay. Oh,
And then Sky?
No,
No. All right. So
Alright.
if you want
I
him, you can
wouldn't
have
be
him,
doing
Chris.
much. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll take him.
all right. I'll put the boots on. Do they fit?
Yeah, they seem
No.
to be the exact same size.
Oh, it's a
of
good thing I didn't take him. They totally wouldn't fit me.
So you're taking them, Ragnar?
Sure.
All right.
They're the boots of striding and springing.
Yeah, I put it in your journal under treasure. You can also just show players if you guys want to see a picture of what they look like.
Do
These look like moon
boots?
boots.
They get to-
Nice.
I do. I'm guessing that was the art direction they were going for.
Moon boots, moon boots.
I don't feel any faster. I want to jump straight up.
Just
I think
new
these
boot
require
goofing.
attunement, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it'll.
I'm gonna jump straight up. I don't feel any faster, guys.
Give us some time. He's gotta get used to it.
What
He's
is
gotta
your
get used
hold on? What
You
is
have
your
to break
strength
them in.
modifier?
to it. Yeah.
My strength modifier is +4.
All right, so you just jumped 5 feet in the air, and you're like, I don't feel different.
5 feet is insane.
That's
5
so
feet
good.
is
5 feet vertical is just crazy as it is. Yeah, guys, this is my normal jump height.
Please
We
don't
are
land on
really
me.
missing the idea of what normal is. I really think we should go back to that idea of what normal is. None of us are normal.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I agree. None of you guys are normal.
well, I mean, if
Are there any
like,
woodland creatures in the area?
we are
You're not
currently
reading
pushing
any
it.
more intros.
We are done.
No, there seems to be
I let
like
that one
pretty
slide because
explicit.
Tragal. We are not. I can just speak to them and they can tell us
Tell
what they
them
know.
to stay away from us at all times.
It's
Yes.
constant, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll start doing it with enemies.
Tweet.
Yes, all the
Making
beasts and
bird calls
birds
in the
talk to
background,
each other.
yeah.
Stay away from those guys.
Yeah.
Don't get anywhere near them.
This guy just killed a badger like several days northeast.
Man, we're
That's
traveling
Sky
fast around here.
right.
Ferg died.
I skywrite in like whatever language I have.
Yeah.
Like stay 100 miles away.
It's just like
Steer
floating above
clear.
you like an airplane like text trail.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, what are y'all doing now?
I guess we're heading back to the house.
Yeah.
To the
Go talk
compound.
with
Somebody,
Gundren
Barry,
and
you say you had enough gold.
Sildar.
Yeah, bro. You want to stop over there and I'll pay the rest?
Yeah,
So let's go.
we can probably
All right.
just say.
Yeah.
Or else
so
we're going
I'll
to
go with
deviate for another 20
Ragnar.
minutes.
Ragnar and
How much?
Barthen are
How much
buying
extra gold did we need?
134, something like
And
that.
you got an extra. How much
I
did
have-
you get with yours?
I have 60
have 100
in my inventory, so
That's including that 60.
oh,
So you needed 194.
Yeah, 194.
You
Oh,
had 60,
190.
so that's 134.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So with the 60, it's 134. I still
Yeah.
have enough. I'll give you the money.
So you're adding 60 to your share?
Well,
No, I still have 150 gold.
Ragnar has 60.
Mhm.
We owe 194, we think. So,
You do.
60 plus 134 from Barry would cover
The
Yes.
excess.
the 194.
Oh, so you're paying it off.
Yes, I have
That's
the
what
money.
they're. Yeah, that's what they're talking about doing.
Okay, yeah, then I guess minus 134.
Ragnar learned what interest was and he was not interested in interest.
A day
Alright.
later, it'd be another 60.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
So with that being said, we'll just skip
Alright.
the dialogue there.
What happened to my cousin who went to the Bard College?
Oh my god.
He's still paying it off.
You now are a proud owner of a bag of holding.
Yay!
Yay! All right.
All right, that's a wrap. For
Hey,
Chris.
when does he get to
achieved
accidentally
Chris
create a
is-
his
new?
major goal?
It's in
I was
your
about to say you gotta.
treasures in your journal.
He
Can
has
we get
a
chat? Hey chat, can we get a bunch of bags, please?
Can we get a bunch
Bunch
of
of stacks.
I'm
Spam the
Sex
tag.
and
immediately
chat.
shoving my
Sex and
hand
chat.
into the bag and watching it disappear. Barry, you can't tell me this isn't the coolest thing.
First off, Ferg, you're muted.
Bro, stick your head in there and
Just
see if you
us.
disappear.
Oh,
Just
dude,
scream as
I
loud
want
as
to
you
see
can.
what's in here. I'm gonna stick my head in and scream.
And I'm just like, oh.
You just like you hear like a very faint muffle, like as he sticks his head in and screams.
Bro,
Did you hear me?
not at all.
Oh,
Like you just went there and just like,
Could you breathe in there?
I don't know. I just screamed. I didn't try to breathe. Should I?
Maybe as a test.
Okay.
No.
I'm sticking my head in. I'm gonna try to inhale.
Guys, that's asphyxiation. I can't say that. Asphyxiation.
Not right away. There's 10 minutes of air.
A
in
big
there.
old
I can't.
cheers to Mr.
Oh,
Ferg
God.
Barden
10 minutes
Bard
of beer.
for Prime subscription.
Yay!
Cheers.
just
8
another
months in a row.
excuse
Cheers.
to have to take a drink.
I'm sorry, 6 months, 4 months in a row.
I am, as we're walking wherever we're going, I'm just gonna be shoving every single sack that I have into the bag of holding,
One by one.
one by one.
How many do you have at this point?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You
7,
can just
8,
have
9,
them all. They're all individual items.
20.
Why didn't you just quantify it? What?
because it adds it to your inventory as individual items.
You can just no. You can go
You're
in and
just
change.
modifying it plus.
Oh my god. No, you aren't.
I have 49.
No, you aren't.
I want to. You guys should have let him count that out.
I did count it out.
Yeah, he did.
No, out loud. We should have made you do it out loud.
No, I have 49.
Are you one? Are you two?
No, in D&D Beyond, it doesn't
No.
allow you.
Yes, if you
You're
click
wrong.
on it, there's
You're
a plus
wild.
minus arrow.
You're wild.
Yeah.
Yes, but it adds it individually. It doesn't multiply
That's
them into one.
crazy.
It adds
Huh.
it individually.
I'm
Oh
adding
my
it back
goodness.
right now. I'm
Interesting.
getting to the bottom of this.
Do I have to move these?
There's
one by
no
one into the
way.
bag of
Oh, by
holding?
the way, did we ever figure out if I have advantage or disadvantage?
I don't think we did.
Why
I
not
don't think
both?
We did. Yeah.
Sack.
Gideon, chime in. when
One.
You hear this?
Anyways,
So we're back home. Are we going to talk
Yeah,
to these guys first, or should I go to my kid first?
Well, I guess you can talk
He's
to your
correct.
kid.
You have to
And
add
Oh,
40
I need to
sacks.
inject
Yeah.
some chaos into our conversation with Sally and Giggle Bob. Like,
I'm gonna seek out Gundren and Sildar.
all right.
Yeah.
Yo,
same.
I don't know. what
Papa's
everyone
home.
wants. Yeah.
so are we going to the same location within the compound, or
I just kicked open the door that they were in.
Papa's home.
well, at this point, it looks like they're sleeping.
Well, not
Should
after I
we-
kicked open the door.
It is. Yeah, it
we
is.
can rest
about-
for the evening and catch up with them in the morning.
All right. Is
Yeah.
my-
What?
all right. If we're doing that, is my kid in the kitchen, or is he sleeping somewhere? Is he sleeping on the hot stove or something?
Sleeping in the closet.
What?
All right. I'll let him do that then, and I guess before we sleep, I'd like to just spend a little bit of time going practicing my leather crafting
Okay.
and trying to make that sack.
Trying to make what sack again?
Remember, what is it? What was the big bad guy? Lord Grull?
King Grol?
Yeah,
he's
King
trying
Grull. I
to
cut
make
his sack off and I was going to tan it and turn it into a coin pouch.
Okay.
So that's why I bought
He's
the
going
book.
full Buffalo Bill.
All right. Roll a d20 with dex mod. Dex roll.
D20 with dexterity. Oh boy, that's a 4.
You
But-
managed to.
Believe me, I want you to know that I would not, if I'm not confident in my abilities, I wouldn't work on that sack. Because the first thing I
Share
did
the
when I was
coin.
working on things was I made an apron for my son because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing before I ruined the one material I had that I wanted to make something nice out of.
Okay.
So if I wasn't confident in my abilities, I would have studied and then practiced on some, scrap leather.
Okay. I will say, being that this came after you rolled, it'll just be that you realize that you were not up for the task just yet. That you were practicing on just some generic leather scraps to see about the threading of making a small coin pouch, and the threading is so small that you're not used to threading it correctly, that like when you got the finished product, you're like, okay, let me test it, put some sand in it, and it was just spilling out all over the floor.
God damn it! This book clearly isn't for dummies. I'm too high of a level for this. Oh wait, why do I have a yellow dot?
It's just
It's
Oh, it's
probably
left
from
left over
before.
from last
Yeah,
time. Okay.
when we were out
I was
here.
Also,
like, did I
just
get
in case
inspiration?
anybody is
Barry
wondering,
technically has it.
just in case anybody is wondering, I do have to delete these one at a time
Yes.
and then
They need-
re-add them
and it-
into the bag folding.
Hold on, you
You
can't use
No,
the
you
move
can drag and
function?
drop.
You cannot drag and drop in
Oh.
D&D Beyond.
No, I just checked
Yeah,
it.
but there should be a
Interesting.
drop down
There
for
should be a
move,
move
and you can
button,
move
yeah.
it to
There is no
patch.
move.
Nope.
Really?
Ugh.
Not for
It's
something
for
that
sacks.
is made to hold something.
Yeah.
You are-
Oh,
Huh.
that's containers
They should
by
have thought
default.
that. I mean,
go
come
D&D
on.
Beyond, if you're
Come
watching
on.
this, use some common sense, please. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we need the sack update like next
Come on,
month.
upgrade your sack update.
Chat, tweet to D&D Beyond to make this fix. Sorry, exit or whatever.
High
It's-
priorities.
yeah, something.
Zeta.
That Hasbro.
All right.
Get in the comments.
So Ragnar, during this time, do you choose to try to attune to your new boots?
I don't know how that. My character probably wouldn't know how to do that. So would it just happen if I'm wearing it?
I mean, if anything, like it's just a short rest at minimum that you have to attune for. So,
So you just sleep in them?
yeah, we can just say that you just slept in them just to get comfortable in the
Breaking
feel
them
of
in?
wearing shoes in general. I imagine your
Yeah.
character just has been barefoot this whole time.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So just like when you get a new pair of shoes, you walk through it for a couple of days to break them in, same deal, except for you're sleeping through it, and you've attuned now to your boots of strutting and springing.
Nice.
All right. Anything else before we, I guess, close out the figurative night here?
Can I just drop the 2 haunches of badger? And I think I still have a mimic steak as well. Let me make sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I have a greater mimic steak. So I'm going to drop off the mimic steak and the 2 haunches in the kitchen in, like, I don't know if there's like an ice box or something, and
I will
like
say a magical ice box.
put a label on them that just says for breakfast.
All right. Anybody else?
Yeah.
After my meditation, I will just make some notes about the different creatures whose deaths I have observed since I've left here, and meditate on the teachings of Kellamvor.
Okay.
Real quick, I'm sorry, I know I've done a lot of things. Can I go over to wherever Trigal is and wait for him to finish praying and then talk to him after?
Sure.
Hey, Trigal,
Yes.
we've been doing a lot of good work for Kellamvor, and I was
Indeed.
wondering if there was a way I could get involved. like join Kellenvor. I think he sends a good message about killing the undead abominations, and I'm behind that. And with him recently choosing me as a messenger of entrails, I'm really vibing with that. And so I don't know if there's like a ritual to join or anything like that, but you know, if you could guide me.
I am not ordained to be able to officially uh, enroll you in the church. However, I do have these pamphlets that you can uh, study, and we can pray together. Then the next time we find ourselves in Neverwinter or in Waterdeep, I can take you to the temple of Kalimvor and introduce you to the priests, and they can officially um, admit you to the church. There are protocols, and my training is as a servant, but I am not the a priest of the deity.
Gotcha. Do you think if I like pray hard enough, he'll just recognize me and I don't have to go through that bullshit?
Kelemvor works in mysterious ways. The gods will speak to those to whom they speak. I He has that power if that is his will. I would not I would not deign to try to limit him.
All right.
But
Well,
that would be between you and Kelemvor.
all right. I'll spend all the free time I have praying to Kellenvor and see if I can get this done before we go to a place.
And may I suggest these are some of the more common prayers, and I hand a couple of pamphlets too.
Is it all in common?
Yeah,
All right.
it would be.
Cool. Then I will just go say thank you. Go to my admittedly lavish room. Um,
They're
and
all lavish.
I mean, I got what is that? A king size bed, two area rugs. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna rifle through the pamphlets and start praying and practicing and all that jazz.
Okay.
Joe, am I correct in assuming that we had these side quests and then this arc ended with King Groll? We just did it out of order. So the level up we got after Groll would be the one we would normally get around this time.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I wouldn't say it's necessarily out of order per se. I mean, you can go. It's kind of
Yeah, but
sandboxy in this chapter,
Fluid
but yeah, I mean that is the, I guess, big guy.
official doc.
tension.
Hmm. Um. All right. Yeah. So y'all turn over for the night.
All right.
You wake. Yeah, like that book or whatever, like way in the beginning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Um,
Sure.
so it rolled a 13, which on my list is a monstrous limb, which like you when the person takes the potion, they roll d4. On a 1 to 2, they grow a giant arm, which grants them reach properties and an extra attack, or they can
Okay.
grapple, or they grow another leg, which makes them gain 10 movement speed, double their
Yo,
jump distance, or gain an extra attack as a bonus action.
yo,
So
you give that to Ragnar or I, we're going in.
I don't. I just want to get your like. I can pick something else if this is a little bit too like game breaking or like.
Honestly, like
What
for
could be
me,
game
I like
breaking
just
about giving a
breaking.
barbarian an extra attack? Come on.
Yeah.
What could be game breaking
I
about
feel like
that?
at my tables, like I'm fine with like game breaking stuff because it just allows me to throw more stuff at you.
All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
anything that
So if
we
you
have, he
want, I can
has.
make a roll to try and learn it, or I can just learn it. It's up to you. I don't. I'll do either one.
Yeah, I think what we did with like the potion of healing recipe was that you rolled like an arcana, and if it was above a 10, you were able to learn it. And I think if you
Okay.
continue to want to learn on that potion, I guess specifically for potions of healing, it would up the DC, and then you can possibly learn the other
Like
variant.
greater. Okay.
Yeah,
So
Gideon chimed in, Joe, so you have advantage.
sick. Thanks, Gideon.
if I wanted to learn this, I'll I'll just roll it, and you can just set the DC. It doesn't need to be
Sure. Yeah.
anything. So I got a 12.
Um. Yeah. So you uh, start kind of putting together these various reagents of the potion that you're attempting to make. It bubbles and festers to a slow boil to a still liquid, appearing in a almost like a black purplish hue. And you from the description of we'll just say you have like an alchemical journal of some sort. I guess you're
Yeah.
reading from. That's how it's described.
Okay. So I wanted to. I like envision myself taking some of the blood that we have from King Groll
Okay.
and kind of like dropping it in here to get the because I noticed he had like the extra strength and stuff and the
Yeah.
resilience. And I was
Like using that as a reagent.
using that as
Or-
the one of the
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Yo, and then his because he was like mutated, that's what
Yeah.
causes an extra limb to grow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So Barry has no idea what it does though. So in game, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I just whipped this up, bros. We'll like sprinkled
You,
this in here, sprinkled that,
you think it's like a potion of strength.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right,
Yeah.
sick.
And folks, if there was any doubt, Joe has now revealed that he is the improv DM. Yes, and
It's often to my detriment.
Yeah, right.
no, but that's
Here,
perfect.
do you have the shot?
Yeah,
Yes,
like I
and
said,
another
like
shot.
when I like to alter or something the battles, like it makes me not have to be like, damn, am I gonna TPK? It's like hopefully y'all pull all your tools out.
Mm-hmm.
I try my best not to
You
do
got these resources. Might as well use them.
All
yeah.
right.
All right. So with that being said, we turn over for the figurative night. It turns into morning. What are y'all doing?
Uh, when
The large table.
Gundren and Sildar are up and about, I would like to speak with them.
I'm gonna quickly
Presumably
say
when they
Same.
come to
a
breakfast.
morning prayer to Galamvor, and then go join everyone.
All right.
And we will download and I guess maybe um before Gundren and Sildar show up, um perhaps the night before when Nif came to talk to me, I would have asked him, I said, do we trust Gundren and Sildar with all the information we've learned?
I mean, they haven't really steered us wrong, other than they keep giving us a different name every time we talk to them. Um, I think we've saved one of their lives, and actually both of them. So I think they're trustworthy. I mean,
Okay.
Sally likes us enough to become our own personal maid in the house. I mean, I think that's pretty good. So
I that's what I was leaning to, but I wanted to make sure the rest of us agreed with that before I tell
yeah, I
them
mean, you can
all.
talk to the others, but it seems good to me.
Okay. And then maybe I'll verify with Sky and Barry and Ragnar that they don't mind entrusting Gundren and Sildar with the information about what we found under the old owl well.
I don't.
Okay.
I think it's
Sure.
important.
Okay. So then
Especially
in
if you
that
think it's
case,
true.
exposition, we just download to them what we found on our travels.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, I guess what are we specifically highlighting? So just I guess presumably the old
Probably about
owl
the old
well.
WoW wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I imagine we'd tell them
Netheries.
about everything, like
Yeah.
the group of bandits with the ogres,
The
Old Owl
weird head
Well with the
people.
necromancer who is part of the Red Witches, um, the thing we found down there, and then Agatha and how she's connected to the Red people,
Yeah.
Dragon, probably
Yeah.
something we should
Green
mention.
dragon.
See if they have
Mm.
any advice. If we can get help from Silly Billy and his Griffin friends to fight that, that'd be awesome.
uh, well, I mean that artifact you found. I mean, you said Darren mentioned it was Netherese. That's beyond my understanding. I'll say that much. But it would make sense of how these peculiar happenings around the area have been occurring. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe something else. I don't know. But we definitely should. I don't even know. Maybe there's something we can when we reawaken the forge, right, Gundren? Yeah. Maybe something could carry it. Maybe a good idea, but I'm not sure. I don't know either. Um, but as far as this green dragon, I mean, by Griffin's talent, I have heard about it. I've never faced a dragon in my day, but we can certainly, we probably should look into it, especially if you're getting backed by the town master. It could help with things around here.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
the more help, the better. I mean, if we're fighting a dragon, especially a green one that shoots acid, like if we could bring in anyone, that'd be great. Maybe we can talk to David about his old team, see if any of them are still alive, see if he can help out.
David,
The Apple guy.
Aaron,
Aaron.
Aaron.
Oh, what are we daring him to do?
never mind.
Ugh.
But we're getting closer to trying to figure out a strategy. As of right now, we're
The
kind of
Wave Echo Cave.
yes. I mean, of course we know the destination. Of course we should act on it, but we should do it smart. Best
Oh,
to I don't know,
Gundren.
surveil it first. Maybe we can do that and have a
How
better plan of attack.
how much of it
Depends.
did you map, or do you have much of a map of the caverns?
Unfortunately, friends, the map I have only points to where Wave Echo Cave is. I don't know anything more of that. It doesn't map out the inside or anything. But I know Noondro made his way there, so the sooner we can get there, it would be
When
good. But again, to Sildar's point, we should uh,
making
be
final
smart about it.
preparations.
Hey, Gunny, do you remember any intricacies to Cragmaw Castle when you were in there?
By this you mean what?
Well, like, did you see any underground areas or entrances that the main guy went into? We think that what we found in the well, there might be another in there. So since you were
Hmm.
there the longest of us, I was just curious if you had seen anyone coming and going in areas that maybe the other people were restricted from, or if you just had two black eyes the entire time, that's understandable.
Yes, you hit it right on the head there. I wish I could be of more help, but I basically saw blurs of the area I was drug in when whilst unconscious, and I didn't see much other than that throne room.
And you didn't like hear them referencing going anywhere.
Most of the
Some
time they
artifact.
spoke in their language. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't speak it.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Well, guess that means we're going back to the castle.
Well,
Well, I
No,
did
not the well. The
mention that
castle.
when
before you were going away that I would look into the records to see if there was any other estates around. Sildar says, and I've heard of maybe a castle being along the wood where Cragmaw Castle was, and it seemed to quite some time ago been under the estate of the Mellaroo family.
Heir to the marshmallow fortune.
Sure, I don't know.
All right. Odd. I'm gonna go in and check on Ebel. Hey, kid. How's it going in here? Did you find the meats I left?
Yeah, what the hell is this? He
Two
holds up
badger.
a big slab of
It's
mimic,
two
create a
badger
mimic.
legs. I figured you would have recognized those.
Oh no,
Uh,
those I know. This thing is purple.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
We killed a mimic.
What is that?
It's basically a monster that like can turn into stuff like chests, or in this case, it was like a big cabinet. Uh, yeah, and so we killed it, and I keep finding good stuff to eat, so I just carved off a steak. I figured everyone could have a nice steak, so I'd say just prepare it medium, probably to be safe, since these guys have soft stomachs. Make sure it's fully cooked. There's no infections in it or whatever. But I think we can come up with something good here.
Yeah. I'll give it a swing. Yeah. Is he kind of just like excitedly like looks around the kitchen of different like you can see that like since he was gone he's been like experimenting with all these different seasonings and stuff. He's like I don't even know. Maybe I'll rub it with this and maybe a roast.
Yeah,
Yeah. This sounds good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And while I'm out, I'll see if I can. Oh, is cooking considered a hobby?
And
Well, I have hobbies for dummies. The book.
oh yeah. I
Okay.
think that's a general skill in
All right.
fighting. So, yeah.
So I'll just hand him the book. It's like, hey, I taught you to read common, right?
Yeah, not so good. That was a long time ago.
All right. Well, practice with this book here and read the section that talks about cooking. It might teach you some stuff and help you cooking.
Okay.
So I'll leave him with the book and then return to everyone. Oh, before I leave, hey, by the way, you're doing a good job. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Would much rather be killing things, but it's actually been pretty fun
Yeah.
trying to figure out how to cook things.
Yeah.
Usually we only had slop.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
we have all this other stuff.
in time we'll get to killing stuff. All right,
Okay.
and then I'll just rejoin everyone.
Gundren, you mentioned your brother Nundro that he had went ahead and started to search Wave Echo Cave. You had went to Neverwinter to procure supplies. Where was your third brother? Where did he go? Is he with Nundro?
That's a good point. Hold
On the spot.
on.
Yeah, Gundren, Nundro, and Bob.
Bob.
My name is Gundren. This is my brother Nundro, and my other brother Nundro.
Tharden is his name, by the way.
Tharden, yeah. Okay.
Listen, it could have been anything. Would have made the most sense. It was Gundren, Noondren, and Thundren, but whatever.
Yeah, right. They just switched that one thing. I don't even remember where that was mentioned. I think it's
Because my fear is if you were captured, there must be the black spider must have other intelligence on the Wave Echo Cave. They found it in some way, or they know that you had found it for some reason. And my fear is either Nundro or Tharden may have also been captured, probably brought to maybe the Black Spider directly, or, and I'm sorry for proposing this, what if one of them was working with the Black Spider?
Oh no, no, it wouldn't work against me. No, I mean, uh, we are in this together. Find gold. I don't see what they would gain.
Well,
But
I
Well,
mean, don't
it
write them off because I had twin sons and they both joined that crazy guy. So time can do a lot to people you think you know.
greed.
Luckily, I was able to get one of them back,
Yes.
but be prepared that that might be something.
uh, fair point.
I'm not trying to attack your family or anything. I merely wish to propose a concept, an idea.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I'm trying to find where each of the locations of these damn brothers are.
Oh, gotcha.
Uh,
Or if Nundro is in the caves, maybe if you were captured, they would have had access to the map as well. We should probably go and make sure Nundro's safe, right?
yes, yeah. But they're together. I don't think one or the other. I would doubt both of them are in cahoots. But they both went to Wave Echo Cave to wait for me in the supplies.
Okay. I I think just for the safety and security of that forge, as you called it.
Yes, the Forge of Spells.
What
What?
you've never? What do you? You've only mentioned Wave Echo Cave, the Forge of Spells. You
I told
you
you this about when you rescued me. I mean, when I was better. But yes, the Forge of Spells is what's in Wave Echo Cave. That's uh, what creates mm, what was very
oh,
amazing magical items at the time. But treasures must be there.
and if we leave that be, the Black Spider may be able to create more magical weaponry.
That would
Further
be my assumption. Yes,
conquest.
of what he needed the map for, or y- you know, tried to steal.
Turning to everyone else, if we captured this place and secured it for prosperity's future, it would be quite lucrative and wonderful for all in the area.
I think everybody knows we're going to use it for ourselves so we can kick the dragon's butt.
I wasn't going to say that in front of them, but you
Well, we
Well, I
liberated
believe
plainly.
for freedom.
I believe Gundren and his brothers have claim to the Forge of Spells, but knowing the dangers that lurk in the
Yes,
area, we might uh, be able to beseech them
utilize.
to create some
Yes,
helpful items for us.
a bag of bags.
Yeah, I will say it. From what rumors of the Forge of Spells, you have to have a certain skill set. You can't just ask for
Indeed.
something and it gives. But
How
we
hard if you
don't
ask?
necessarily claim it. Of course, if there's treasures when we go, yes. But Forge of Spells is for Phandalin to prosper.
Yes,
Yes.
Sure.
I believe that you and your brothers would be the best stewards of that. with your backgrounds and your knowledge.
So what do we think we're gonna do next, guys? Are we gonna hit the Cragmaw and then go to that other place a little more north,
I think we should go to the caves first.
caves, and get nougat out of there?
Where's the
If the dragon hasn't moved for more than a century, I don't think he'll move in the next week.
Yeah.
where's the quiver pointing at?
Oh, apologies. It is pointing directly north, and I kind of pull out the map again and kind of show everyone. So
Did you get your
it
triangles?
it more like a plus sign. I only have 2 points. If I want to triangulate, I need three. But currently, it is pointing just to the side of where we traveled to the Cragmaw Castle. So it is definitely either that location or in the general area.
Hmm.
Now it's only pointing one direction, even though they said there was three of them.
It's only pointing north. Yes.
Hmm. Well, if we
Hmm.
go to the cave, that'll give you a third point, and we can actually triangulate it.
True.
That way, we can also help Nunny boy out of
You
there.
know his name. You are purposely trying to make him that wrong
Noondro.
name on that one.
Noondo.
Noon
Undro.
Dro.
And Tharden.
Nando's.
Great food.
Yes.
Right. So we'll save Gunny's brother. Uh, get yourself another point so we can find out where this thing is. Reassess back here and then hit the castle and the other thing because they're right near each other, right?
Plus, if we are going to attempt to go against a dragon, I know I would feel much safer if we had a few magical weaponry in our procurement.
Exactly. And
Indeed.
if we have two out of the three brothers that run the magic place,
Exactly.
all right, I'm down.
Well, I mean, our goal was like initially we were always we're always trying to ride the wave to
The
the Echo
Wave
Cave.
Echo Cave.
Are we?
Yeah, Tregal's on my
Is
Tregal's
it on?
vibing with me right now.
Is it on the west side? Like
Sign?
is it waves of the ocean?
Uh to be determined.
Hey, Gunny, do you know where this place is? Is it on our map?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. I haven't seen it before.
But he okay. He told us multiple times. He had a
Yes.
map, and that when we saved him, he gave us also the location, but told us to wait until he had procured future provisions to bring with us.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Let's go.
So, you're
Gundren,
muted,
are
Joe.
you traveling with us?
Are you talking,
I
Gundren?
think I've been talking this whole time, and
Oh, you've been moving your mouth, but we've not heard a
I-
word.
Honestly, I was wishing to Kellenvor that he would just stop talking, and it seemed like my prayers were answered.
well, what I and Sildar were saying.
Both of you were talking.
Oh
I
wow, we
love
did notice.
Kellenvor. He's so good.
Bro, I thought
we
it
were
was the
saying that
mushrooms, but
maybe
man.
we should wait for the scouts that we've sent out to scope out the area to come back so we can make plan of action. I wouldn't recommend going now. You know,
How long do you expect them to be gone?
Many days.
uh, well, they left maybe a fortnight ago, so maybe within the next couple days.
Hmm.
And it takes us what,
So-
a day to get
Back
to the
yet?
castle.
Uh,
A day to
Sky,
clear it out,
do
and a
you
day
think
to come
that
back.
gives us enough time to travel to Cragmaw Castle and back?
Knowing the path, it would make us quicker to travel through, and I can lead us through the forest easily.
So what do we
Yeah,
think? Day to
It
it's
get
like
seems
a
there.
like we
day or
should use
two.
this time.
We could probably go there, spend some time there, and travel back. I would probably assume 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Would
Are
that
we
work
all
for
agreed?
you, Gundren? Sildar? 3 to 4 days. We return and then advance on the caves?
I think that may be reasonable. Yes, depending on the report. I mean, of course, I want to get to my brothers as soon as possible, but yeah, I don't know. I'm simply an explorer, and Sildar. I'm sorry, my friend is old. Uh,
Yeah, but he's
I
got the
Whoa,
power of
that's rude,
eagles.
man. That's rude.
he knows. We bust each other's balls all the time.
You guys, what?
Watch out. Ragnar may come for the sack.
I think that would be your goblin friend here.
I'm sorry. Did somebody say
Nah,
they
he
have an
gets to
extra
him
sack?
first, and then I just make him better for him.
Hold on. Are we
No.
talking about giving out sacks here?
No.
Yes.
Never mind. Uh, but yes, there would be plenty of time to get back. We'll have a plan.
All right, off we go.
Travel north, yeah.
Yes.
Travel north. All
I was
right.
say, why don't we just follow this quiver, and then if it changes direction while we're walking, we know we've gone too far.
Yeah, but
Currently it's facing almost directly north.
So we could go
I,
north.
I show you guys the map.
Okay.
And I drew arrows essentially of where everything is. Um, it currently looks as though it is right next to, if not on, Cragmore Castle. But
yeah, we'll go to Cragmar. If it's, we'll do a lap around the castle. If it's pointing inward, it's where we want to be. If it's not, then we'll go there.
it's also been a few days since or it's almost been over a week since we
Hold on.
left.
Wave Echo Cave is landlocked.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
apparently.
there could be like underground water. Or it
Aquifers.
could be like
I'm sorry. Far be it for me to assume a wave echo cave would be a cave facing the ocean.
waves of like
Yes.
sounds.
Submit
Yeah.
your complaint to Wizards of the Coast.
Listen,
You
I'm
don't
about
know.
to
We
start a
haven't gone there
list.
yet. You
Just
don't
revealed.
know. You don't know.
No wyverns in Wyvern Tor, no owls in Old Owl Well, no berries in Conyberry.
They clearly used
Landlocked
Well, I
fantasy
cave
mean,
in
name
Summer.
technically, I was there. So.
Well, we brought a
Oh,
berry
oh,
with us
oh.
to Conyberry.
I have yet to see even one boar on Tribor Trail.
Tribor Trail.
I haven't seen one, let alone three.
I mean, like I said, they probably used fantasy name generator for all these locations because they don't quite make sense. I'm sure there's a lore that I
There's
had to
probably
read
lore
at
we're
some point
missing.
for me to know and then somehow convey to you because
I swear,
WotC
if we get to
modules really like that.
Neverwinter and it's snowing there, I'm gonna be pissed.
Only in December when it's Christmas.
Right?
What does this you speak of?
All right, so y'all are gonna make your way north.
Yeah,
Yes.
following the quiver. I should ask, if I show everyone else the quiver, do they also see the constellations?
They do.
Oh,
They
okay.
can
I just
touch
want
it.
to
Are
make
they
sure.
They
pointing the
see it,
same
yeah.
direction?
Yeah,
for
it's
us?
not like I'm just looking into a quiver and you guys are trusting what I'm saying. Like,
And
it
do we
says
see
seems
north.
that
to
it's pointing the same
react
direction he
to
is?
touch.
Okay,
What's
so
that?
it just works for anyone. It shows the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say that for now. So you all follow. You go north. A couple days journey.
Yeah.
Um, and it seems to lead you right back, presumably to Cragmaw Castle. You haven't necessarily walked past it, but it brings you to back to Cragmaw Castle.
That's essentially our first like major
As
location that we
we
see.
as we get close,
Let me
um,
reset this real quick. Let me put you back on the map.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
as
you
we get
guys left it in
close to
havoc.
Cragmaw Castle, I will suggest to Sky that he send his spirit creature forward to investigate.
Okay.
Uh,
I would say just Sky do a lap around Kragmaw and see if the thing keeps pointing towards the castle itself or somewhere else.
Well,
True.
well, we want to make sure it hasn't been re-inhabited by.
Yeah, I see what
I
you're saying. Yeah.
will.
While
Hold on.
I go around the outside, Barry can go in.
I will do druid stuff,
Yeah.
and I will cast Speak with Animals,
Uh-huh.
and I will query the animals of the region on
Okay.
whether or not they have seen and what they have seen uh, regarding people, creatures, etc., inhabiting the castle.
I too will cast Speak with Animals.
Kyle,
Speak with
did you
I
animals.
didn't know he could do that.
did you did you conjure your bear? Because I would have been
Nope.
berating you
Nope.
consistently and constantly to conjure
I
the bear.
forgot. I forgot. I still
It would have
have.
been
I
if
still have
as soon as I figured out that we were going to the castle, I would have been berating you to summon the bear.
I have to do it like first thing in the morning. Is the issue.
All right, then I will just consistently give you crap for not summoning the bear today in preparation for going to Cragmaw Castle.
Oh wait! I forgot about this, Joe. I don't have to use Speak with Animals. I forgot I have Speak with Plants as part of my class
Seasonal thing.
feature.
That pine off a riveting
So
conversation.
yeah, I'm gonna go and nestle up to like an oak tree and like just you guys just everyone just sees Barry just like over there with like smoke kind of billowing out, knocking like, "Hey, is anybody home, bros? I'd like to ask you some questions regarding any kind of foot traffic that you've seen."
To plants.
Yeah, like I just want to find like the biggest oak tree that would have
Yeah.
like a bird's eye view, for lack of a better term, of like the area for the past day.
um, you see, or I guess I imagine it like being in your mind or something, but no movement.
Uh, you haven't seen anything in or out.
Just you.
All right, bro.
Days, weeks, time ago.
Well, uh, I appreciate your time, fair tree, and I hope that I hope that the woods and the gods and everything protects you and keeps you safe. You are a treasure of this area. And then I'll just pat him on the
Thank
butt.
you.
I'll say,
Just a
"Do you mind if
particularly
I take
big
some
knot.
acorns?" Yeah, like a big knot. Yeah, on
Wrong
the bow
side.
or something. And I'll say, Mr. Oak back there told me that there's been no movement in or out, at least in the past day, probably since we came back last time.
Hmm.
So,
I mean, can you see
yeah,
the other side of
Probably
the
abandoned.
building?
I just
yeah, he's got
imagine
like,
that Barry's just like talking to a tree and nobody's hearing the response, and he turns around to say this.
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I mean, he kind of have a limited perspective.
Oh no, like his branches go pretty high. He can see for miles
Okay.
of the surrounding area. I made sure I picked the biggest tree that was here.
All right. All those who
I
trust the
trust you,
tree
Barry.
Barry talked to.
I mean, technically, we've been following a quiver this entire time, so I trust this tree.
I
I still think we should do a lap.
Yeah, you guys are
Uh,
weird.
We
I don't know.
can.
I do
Why
also
not? We
want to.
can do both.
I'm going to spend another spell slot, and I'm going to cast Augury.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
So Barry is going to take some of the acorns that he finds, some of the leaves and sticks and branches, and kind of just meditate and move them around and swirl them around in like a little water bowl. Uh, and then he's going to dump them out on the ground. Uh, and basically, he's just looking for an omen or some kind of communication from the course of action we plan to take.
Hey, dude, you got to do
Um,
it with animal entrails. It's never going to work with tree entrails.
um,
so I guess our plan of course of action is investigating the remnants of Cragmaw Castle, right? Is that fair enough for everybody?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, so basically,
it's like
we
reading
would just
reading tea leaves, but you're doing it with
yeah,
acorns.
yeah. So you would just tell me if it's wheel and woe, or indifferent.
Quit wild shaping.
I'm not.
That's enough of that.
I'm trying to change it, but it's not.
I'd
What do
like
you,
to previously apologize for not knowing that I needed a skill to read entrails.
um, so I forgot what the options of the omen were, but it's good. I think
Okay.
was the option. Good. Not. It's not.
Wheel or woe?
Yeah, wheel is good, woe is
Oh,
bad.
wheel.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say as I look at, it, I'll like motion someone over, whoever's closest, and
I'll go over
I
to
think
you, Barry.
Ragnar. I'm like Ragnar.
Okay.
Come check this out.
Oh yeah, I'll be able to tell you what's
You
happening.
see how the acorns? You see how the acorn is connecting these different pieces of the branch in the tree, and it's all as one. This is
Yeah,
a
man.
sign of good things to come. So I
So
think if we enter, we can do so safely. Just based on what the tree told me, what Old Man Oak told me, and then what I'm getting from these leaves and branch sticks and acorns. Yeah, luck is on our side.
yeah, you know what? I agree. We can talk to trees, look at acorns for help. I don't see what could go wrong here. I think
All
we
right, bro.
should definitely go inside, and fortune definitely seems to be on our side if the acorns have told us.
Yeah, see, Ragnar, I knew you were
Do you
always
want
there.
do
You
you want me
always
to
looked.
double down and find an animal?
No,
No, I think we've got our answer.
All right.
Ragnar will lead the way and kick things in.
that's right.
Well,
Uh,
if I'm
We'll
not mistaken, I
find
think we
whatever
left
the
all of the
acorn
doors
wanted us.
open.
for the great oak has spoken, and they have said that.
Maybe this will
Um,
be my religion.
I will go to I'll go over to Barry after he informs all of us, and I'll say, Barry, would it be would it be helpful to the tree to uh, nourish
Piss
it?
on it for nutrients.
Would it be helpful to the tree to nourish it?
Yeah, that's what I said.
uh,
I
I'm.
I
What do
need to
you?
I need to relieve myself.
You wish to? You wish to infuse nitrogen into the soil?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good for him, isn't it?
I would probably do that in a clearing away from the tree.
Oh, okay.
How
Very
about Swilly
well.
Marcus territory?
Guys, nitrogen only helps if it's a newly growing plant. How do you guys not know that?
Oh,
Yes,
Any
it
I
added
would.
was not raised
nitrogen
on a
could,
farm.
in fact, hurt it.
Ah,
Yes,
very well. So I will go to a clearing. I will go to a nearby clearing and relieve myself, and
or a rock. Those are usually
or a
good
rock. Yeah.
places.
hey, there's a whole building here made of rocks. Use that, and you can claim it as yours.
I mean, the oak has spoken, so you could pee anywhere you want inside that place. We're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could
Well,
really just
The
piss
rule of
anywhere
the
You could
you
go
forest
want.
is
to the
piss on
top
the
of the
things that are
tower.
yours.
Yeah, you could cascade a waterfall down there. I mean,
Anyways, like however you want to go about that, I guess you could
Aaron's
decide
over here, and
session.
this is next to the.
What are we
Heroes.
doing? We marking territory?
So,
Just relieving myself.
So, yeah, I guess as Trigal relieves himself on the side of the castle, Sky brings out the quiver to see that it's pointing in this general direction. I can't get it accurate, but forward
Like
a
straight
little bit
north.
to the right. Yeah.
Up and to the right.
Yeah. So we'll pick that up on our next session. It is 10:30 for which we end at.
Huh.
So for all of y'all that have joined, welcome. Thank you for taking a shot and watching our Twitch channel. We do this every single Wednesday from 7:30 to 10:30. So you can also check out other games that we have coming up. Like we have a Twitch
Candela
stream.
on Friday.
Yeah, Candela Obscura on Friday, which I believe is being DM'd by KP with Bad Wolf Forge and AOT, of course. So check that out. Mutants and Masterminds is, I believe, the 25th, so the following Friday. So we have some things going on. So keep an eye on our Twitch calendar. Go to our
And
links
then
below. Go to
Eden Abbey on the
aotorlando.com and
27th.
check out our different events. Yeah, we have Eden Abbey on the 27th, which I believe we still have tickets for, and that one's
Mhm.
actually particularly cool because for our Patreons, which we do have a free tier, by the way, I didn't mention that, but you can join in on a lot of the different interactions that we have there. In March, similar to March Madness, we had a bracket going for various 2024, I think specifically exclusive monsters. And the Patreons voted against each bracket, and the winner was the Primeval Owl Bear, which you will see at
As
this
this should have
event
been.
at every 5e table. So come check it out.
I
It's
don't
a
know. I
brand
kind of
new
like that
creature.
fungus thing.
Yeah, I was pretty bummed. Yeah, I was against the Violet Fungus Hulk, Necro Hulk. Like just the name of it sounds epic, and I read the stat block. I'm like, man, I will try to talk somebody into letting me DM so I can wreak havoc with this thing.
But I
But
did
the
just
Primeval
check.
Owlbear is pretty sick too, I will say.
I did just check, and we do still have tickets available.
Sweet. Yeah. So check us out in person in Eden Abbey, which is Mount Dora, I believe, on the 27th.
Yes.
But with that being said, well, hopefully we'll see you Friday. If not, next Wednesday here on the Twitch stream. But have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Night
Bye.
night.